So where we last left off, you are delving deeper into this mine. I believe section 1309. The first main mine shaft, section 30, section 9. Different offshoots of different offshoots, and we're at this current one that's been caved in because the dwarves decided, there's things coming out of the deep. The stuff that's left here isn't worth our time. We're just gonna cave it in. So they did that about 100 years ago. Since then, things have been living here. You've seen spiders, you've seen basilisks, you've seen goblins now, and you have successfully not genocided them, fortunately, but you have gone through and survived the goblins supposedly better than the spiders, interestingly enough. It's because there's more of you now. That explains it. And you have successfully snuck through the goblin tribe, village, camp, whatever the heck you want to call it. About an acre of goblin encampment. You've gone and snuck through it, stealing for yourselves some hyper-nutritious moss and 2 small rideable lizards whose names I have not generated. Like what their type is, I have not made that up. And I will generate race, color scheme, and gender later for them. So you are now on the path that you believe is the last leg of this journey. You saw some crude cave drawings from the goblins that depicted their village, and then another short travel, and then what appears to have been a castle or keep of some variety, with a bright light shining over top of it, or some other odd depiction of such. And that, given some twists and turns in the crude map that they drew, it appears to line up with the final stretch of journey that Omar's map led you on. So you have every reason to believe that there is probably some sort of structure at your destination where the Arcanite deposit is. It will be your job to then find that Arcanite, harvest or recover or obtain by whatever means necessary the Arcanite, and then drag it back up to the surface for refining, and then subsequent smithing into 3 spearheads of Arcanite by Omar, because he's one of your only friends in the dwarf town, because they don't much like outsiders, especially now. Because some of y'all tried to steal something. I guess.
I'm sure the dwarves are a very forgiving race.
You can think that.
We no longer associate with.
But as it stands right now, you are currently in the tunnel, heading on that next, on the next leg of this journey, and Winifred is currently being sat in for by the wonderful Ethan.
Aye.
The table's y'all's. Is there anything you want to discuss or go over before we start making travel rules?
Eritrea, does I feel a little silly asking this, but does your new friend, can it speak to other lizards?
Winifred is gonna hold up her pug lizard.
We both.
It's wheezing
next to each other.
I could ask, but I'm going to assume not. And I will ask Fred if he can speak to other reptiles.
Is Fred a lizard?
No, not categorically.
Correct. He says, other reptiles? You think I'm a reptile?
I do not, they do.
Well, they're wrong.
I can't even defend myself.
Aside from the only other one who at least knows you are not a lizard, not knowing what you are. The tall one.
He looks tasty. Lots of
No.
marrow in his bones.
We're just looking at her talking to this thing, and she's like, you can see the smirk on her face.
I'm just gonna smirk, and then I'm gonna stop and say, we already discussed this.
And
We did.
So I turn to Winifred and be like, I can already tell it's gonna be a no.
Winifred's face is washed with palpable disappointment.
Yeah, for some reason I felt simultaneously a shiver go down my spine, but also a hint of excitement for possible retribution in the future.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
An opportunity.
I just whisper quietly to the lizard, like, don't worry, they'll never know a love like ours. And I start petting its head a little bit and stroking it in its new papoose.
Nice. All right, go ahead and make
Did you just dump the basilisk kids?
Did you say basilisk?
Yeah, with your basilisk.
Oh no, they're adorning the papoose.
Oh.
I thought you were wearing them on your shoulders.
Oh, that too.
That too?
No.
No, okay. I'll wear them on my shoulders,
No.
and let's just say that the straps are on the inside. It was a little bit bulky trying to fit the papoose on, but it was worth the effort.
So Nimbus is gonna be the part barbarian.
Back a little bit, you know.
Dress like one. Just for the part.
Yeah.
Cool. So everyone make 2 either perception or survival rolls for the next 2 hours of travel.
24 and a natural
That's-
20 plus 6
That's
for
Wow.
26.
absurd.
Good God Almighty.
Okay, that's better. That first one.
Never
was
doubt Winifred.
25 and 16.
Okay.
said perception?
Perception or survival on you,
I did 2 perception.
and then you did perceptions.
No, I
Right.
did survive.
And survivals. That's right.
Excuse me, sorry.
Yeah.
I did perception. I got
That's
10 and
my
19.
Double.
10 and 19,
19s,
okay.
So like,
I'll do one of each. They're
I
both
did survival
24s.
plus 6 on it. So
Wow.
Excellent.
nice.
Tell us
I
everything.
don't
Just show.
have many more things to give you
So-
guys.
so
Stop
I-
rolling good.
So, tell me this deep and involved backstory about
I'm
this
cute as a hell.
special pet that Nimbus received. I'd say let's take maybe 20 minutes at least to go over it.
Do you remember that thing I told you yesterday?
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
I don't have things to give you guys. Stop rolling good.
so Nimbus yesterday, I was just sitting here yesterday, and it was like 20 minutes. Yeah, you find a special friend. All the stuff goes down, and then it comes to Nimbus like, you find some moss. It's
Sorry.
like- I'm like, this is my lot.
I'm sorry. I looked through my notes and I was like, I have something that's suitable for whatever the thing she rolled, and I did, and that was both of her rolls because it was me being lazy because I didn't have other ideas. Sorry. Okay.
Nimbus remembers.
You know what?
I don't.
Valid.
It's funny you should ask.
So, what occurs is, let me flesh this out in my head a little more so that I don't run into an unanimated wall. Hashtag Simpsons. Was that the show that had the episode about like the animators didn't finish it and it was just this incomplete Rush Hour Traffic or something? There was a show that did
I
that and
believe
said
it.
like
I
it's
don't remember, but I
yeah.
believe it.
It was just a fourth wall joke.
It's the Truman Show bit where they
Oh,
have
yeah.
the elevator that's not there.
Or the sky.
No,
Yeah, in the
Futurama's
dome, at the
bits
end of
that
the
they're
dome.
canceled and keep getting picked back up.
Yeah. Futurama has the literal end of the universe.
Yeah, and then the chowder bit of no money means no animation. The voice actors just do a live action bit of doing like a car wash.
Nice. So you come across. I've got 3 options in my head, and I've got to pick one of them.
Is all of us collectively?
All of you collectively. Yeah. Yes.
We're getting a Gundam, I can tell.
We're getting a gun.
Damn. There, it's a Gundam.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're getting an Eva.
I'd be scared.
Don't tempt me. Don't tempt me.
I mean, I'm just saying, that 20.
I mean,
Well, he is. I think you did say that you're combined. Like this is going to be for all of us, whatever you're about to. do.
everyone collectively.
Yeah.
There was enough high rolls that it's just like there's something that happens. I'm just trying to figure out what that something specifically is.
We automatically skip past the boss.
I was
and
about
we
to
get
say,
Arcanine.
you stumble upon the boss taking a leak and all just plunge into you at the same time.
And we get Arcanine. With our Arcanine, we get Arcanine.
Excellent.
AK-47.
Actually
Yeah.
pauses time.
Arcanine's a
Collectively
Pokemon.
set up our
Oh.
resources and just annihilate it all.
Yeah,
We get a fire.
just pull a Baldur's Gate 3 and just drop all the barrels of gunpowder and just nuke it.
Or you build like a 1,500 foot tall stack of boxes, turn into an owlbear, and pile drive
Oh, look.
whatever enemies on
It's a
there.
case of unstable dynamite.
Wow.
He tells a big backstory about how the boss was going along, slipped in the dark, and broke his neck, and he just stumbled across it.
Nice. Okay, so you guys come across in this tunnel. You all kind of look to one side, and you notice cut into the stone are a bunch of dwarven runes. And you recognize these as dwarvish, specifically. But all of the other, those of you who don't speak dwarvish, you recognize these as runes. And it is very starkly contrasted from everything you've seen before, because this is hard language. This is intentional. This is like intelligent. This is a thing here. And there are these runic carvings in one of the walls. I'd say it's the wall on your left. As you're walking down the cave. They go up about 3-4 feet off the ground, not any higher,
Like a dwarf.
pretty much. Yeah.
Gia's doing this.
Yeah.
Nimbus whispers, "Oh man, it's too bad there's nobody here to read it."
You're right. I guess we'll have to move on.
Winifred just sadly
Everybody
shakes her
starts
head like,
walking.
Yep. We just start moving on.
Wait!
Everybody feigns like one step.
Yeah.
Alright. I'll read it.
Okay. I
Oh.
did not think ahead.
I'm so glad you can read it.
You missed his reaction. It was great.
Oh.
I just went like,
The Wojak.
So-
Wojak.
Here, and so for what it's worth, it's a bunch of text written down, it's carved into the wall. It goes down a little bit of a ways, probably about 20 feet down. It's a significant portion. You start reading it. It says, "Here lies Brudol Yumruk," and it's Brudol. "Here lies Yumruk. Here lies Kokred. Here lies Wunmok. Here lies Dalorhaith. Here lies Hetguli. Here lies Mesturun. Here lies Ketdorli. Here lies Dabor. And here lies..." That's a bad name. I have no idea how to say that.
that's a really strange
I want to
word.
hear you butcher it, please.
Say it.
Houdate. Houdat. Houdaet. I have no idea how to
When
get
you said it was a bad
Wait,
name, I
H-
H-O-U.
thought he was about to say
Daet.
Hudate?
Houdate. 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 It really doesn't sound dwarvish. Y'all, dwarf name generator,
How date?
do better. Do better, dwarf name generator.
What date?
But yeah, so you see, what is this? 10 names with "Here lies," and there's family names on them all, but I'm gonna spare you the time. These appear to be graves.
These appear to be, you said 10 names?
10 names.
10 grave markings. 10 distinct dwarves lie here, according to the runes. Are there any interesting bits in the wall that don't look like they belong in the surface?
Roll perception.
Alright, y'all, I have an idea.
Wise.
I think. Just bear with me. See if there's anything along this wall that looks out of place.
Okay.
Please.
Winifred peeks an eyebrow.
Gosh dang it! This is a good thing I asked for help.
17.
17.
Grand total of 6.
Ouch.
He was wise enough
13.
to ask, but fool enough to look.
I can read. Too bad I can't see.
So yeah, Gia, we're just waiting on you for a perception check if you're helping Nimbus look for things.
If somebody has a torch lit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, do y'all have a torch, or are you just going in pitch black?
I'll just light a little match.
Okay.
Is that enough?
Gia at disadvantage because it's just a little match.
Fine, I'll light a torch.
I was about to say Nimbus lights a match, Winifred deflects, lights a torch.
There it is.
Okay. $11.
11. Okay, so the 17, Winifred, you're able to run your hands along the wall and find that there's a section that, to the eye, identical, but there's a ridge. It's a very square ridge, and it's a ridge that you follow across and down and underneath. It appears that there is a stone square that's been carved out and then been put back in place.
Winifred is going to find this in the way of lighting the torch to flex on Nimbus because of her dark vision. Flashbangs herself, and feeling around the wall to get her footing, she accidentally finds this ridge.
Nice. Cool. So I imagine you tell Nimbus about the ridge.
Yeah, Winifred's like... just the soy jack pointing.
Good spot. Now, I want to think for a moment. I want to think like a rogue.
Okay.
And I want to think to myself, all right, we have dwarves. We have dwarven graves. Dwarves might theoretically booby trap their graves. I just want to think and examine it to make sure there's no obvious,
Okay.
bad trigger.
Just for kicks and giggles, roll investigation for me. What is it?
It was a 20.
Is it a 1?
Can't you tell? This is the face of a man who just
Okay.
rolled a 20.
Yeah.
So for what it's worth, I said for kicks and giggles. So I'm not going to punish you for this one. Because I was going to give you information regardless. It's just I'm not going to give you extra information.
It's okay, I deserve it.
So
Button for punishment over here.
something tells you that this is not quite the level of dwarven craftsmanship that you're accustomed to. Like, you've seen dwarven graves, and this is clearly a dwarven grave, but it's not built to the same standard.
It's a rush.
Almost as though it was a rush job. Yes.
Not up to code.
So you think it might be a reasonable assumption that it may not be trapped, or at least trapped to the degree that a more painstakingly built dwarven grave out in the wild would be.
Okay. I'd like to get my rogue on and try to open it.
Okay. You think as you investigate the seals around it, you discover that it's a type of quickset mortar of sorts that's been designed to match the wall and the stone that it's been carved from. You think that you can carve it out and chisel it out with a python and hammer. You can carve out the grout or the mortar to release the stone face block.
I'd like to do it as neatly as possible.
Okay.
Because ideally, I'd like to leave it in not
Moderate
shambles.
condition.
Yeah.
So you carve away just enough of the mortar to release it, but you carefully lower the stone face.
I'm a respectful Tomb Raider.
Yes. Very good. Very
So, is there anything worthy of note?
good. So inside are, and you would do this similarly for if you do this for all 10, you would find similar remains, but you find one or however many you open dwarven remains, skeletal remains. They're just dead, decayed, long since alive, but buried with various things that they likely had on them in life. Amongst all the dwarves you unearth are dwarven picks for mining. They're all wearing just simple working leathers, so all with leather armor.
But like dwarven quality.
Of dwarven quality, yeah. But it's leather armor as far as like what it does in the game, but it's working leathers for when you're working out.
It's not like the cheap stuff.
No, it's not the cheap stuff.
Like it's up to dwarven quality.
Yes, it is dwarven made working clothes made of leather with the stats of leather armor.
Okay, so it's just really good looking leather armor.
Yes.
So picks and clothes.
Picks, leather armors. And then let me just start rolling for some jazz, because I need to roll on the loot tables for this one.
You start hearing jazz.
Smosh manual.
Like jazz.
Smooth jazz.
Exactly.
Okay, we're gonna find random item tables.
Played Careless Whisper not once but twice.
Nice.
I was flabbergasted.
But which version?
Just the original.
Oh.
Just raw Careless Whispers.
Have you heard Seether's cover?
No, I haven't.
It's so good.
Oh, I heard it once.
Seether's cover of Careless Whisper is very good.
Yeah, I've only heard the original because of memes.
Yeah, it's definitely not their version is not a meme song.
Yeah, and
It's great.
Me not realizing it was a meme until literally a couple years ago. And I was
Yeah.
just like, I've listened to this song a number of times.
Yep. I've not the original though. I've listened to I've pretty much only listened to Seether's version.
Okay, so I'm gonna just start rattling stuff off as I generate it. So I'm gonna need someone to just track what I'm writing down.
Oh, scribe.
I'll add it to the log.
I would be a scribe. So, in each of these, you find an amulet with a gemstone in each. In the first one, it is a turquoise gem set in a gold amulet. The first one is another of the same.
Sorry, it's going to take me a bit to write this down. With
Okay.
gold. Turquoise gem with gold.
Yeah, gold amulet.
You said that was times 2?
Yes, times 2. There is a yellow-white agate with green markings. This is called a moss agate, set on a silver chain.
With... So a moss agate with a silver chain?
Yep, or on a silver amulet. That's 3. You've got a lapis lazuli gem on a silver chain. Let me know whenever you're ready.
That's one lapis lazuli on silver chain?
Correct.
Okay.
You've got a. I'm actually just going to re-roll that because I don't want to say that long word. You've got a second moss agate on chain.
So 4 of those?
That's 2.
So it's.
Oh, no.
It's
Yeah, 2 turquoise, 2 moss agates, and 1 lapis lazuli.
That was the yellow white?
Yeah, the yellow white translucent gem with green markings.
Okay.
Yellow white agate is a moss agate.
You've got an azurite gem. It's an opaque, mottled deep blue gem on. We'll say that's on a copper chain or a brass chain.
Okay.
How many are we at right now? Is that 7?
6.
6.
That's 6.
Okay. You've got an eye agate. It's translucent circles of gray, white, brown, blue, or green. Just so that doesn't matter. It's an eye agate on a silver chain.
Good thing I know how to spell agate.
That's a banded agate on a
What's the first word?
banded. And so this one is striped with brown, blue, white, or red, as opposed to circular. It's on a silver chain as well. We're at 8 now, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Another moss agate, so turn that to an X3. And then a second eye agate. And these are all gems that are worth 10 gold in their size on about 2 to 5 gold worth on their chains, depending on the preciousness of the metal that they're on.
So I have an extra one here. Which one's wrong?
Yes, you can.
And I don't
So,
know spell agate.
all the dwarves are adorned with that around their neck.
This is my spelled it. So 2,
I'll be able to write in my special notebook.
Yeah, no, that's right.
That's right.
Should be 10.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Wait, we'll say
6.
one.
Oh, the amulet with
So we've got
gems.
2
Oh,
turquoise,
that was
3
the Oh,
that's
lap,
the-
3
Yeah,
moss,
There you go.
that's your description.
1 lapis, 1 azurite,
Yeah.
2 eye,
Yep.
and 1 banded.
Okay.
Here we go.
I
just
have
wrote
it.
silver or gold setting.
How many pickaxes?
10.
And 10 sets of dwarven leather armor.
That is correct.
Are we taking all that with us?
I think we should only take the gems.
I don't think
There
quite
is-
around
We
that.
could take a couple
There's more
pickaxes.
coming.
All right.
Alright.
This campaign is just peachy. This guy buries you in treasure.
Don't
Because y'all rolled like
don't mock
big
it.
numbers.
I have been
Look,
poor. I don't want to
you
be
need
poor
leave
again.
the door up until that. Don't even.
You don't understand.
You don't understand.
We've been on ye old food stamps up to this point.
I saw them eyeballing my kidneys.
We've been scavenging our rations.
Why do you think we're eating moss?
Because it tastes good.
Hey,
Hey, you were the one that was the most excited about it.
In-
Not Winifred.
In dark hours of the night when I was feeling hungry, I eyeballed. In dark hours of the night when I
Okay,
was feeling hungry,
so
I
the first item,
his legs.
first item you find is a stone slate with dwarven markings on it. Nimbus, do you care to read what these are?
Sure.
It says at the top, use in case of emergencies, or it says, speak in case of emergencies, Featherfall. This is a scroll of Featherfall, single use.
Dope. Oh. We're gonna have to talk about that later.
Okay.
Well, I guess I'll just ask now. Before you go too far down this line,
Uh-huh.
how exactly does using scrolls work?
I've seen people do it a lot of different ways. I will figure that out.
Imagine.
Because if you have to read the language it's in, and or have the ability to cast it, he can't do it.
Yeah, that is something that
I can tell you how I do spell scrolls.
Is it just single use, like
It is-
RPG style?
Yeah, it is basically like RPG style. You have the scroll. The scroll is the magically imbued object that can cast the spell, and you cast the spell by basically channeling that through you for one use.
So
I think
that makes sense.
I think what I'll probably do is I'll have some that are that way and some that are rules as written.
Yeah.
This is one of those, just anyone can use it. Think of this as like an artificer-infused item where they've channeled a spell into it.
I was gonna say, imagine I'm just reading this out loud as I go through.
As you go through,
reading the instructions.
burns.
And Featherfall.
The scroll dissolves in your hand.
Like,
Yeah.
no, I'm looking in like,
Turns
no,
to
there
sand.
wasn't anything else in here.
Okay, so you've got a
bathtub, just
a slate of Featherfall, if you will.
Okay.
Then you've got. Why do I have to generate all this stuff?
Nat
Why'd you have to
20,
roll so well?
Nat 20, baby. Let's start the session on a high note.
I'm here for the night, but I rolled the 2 dice at the same time, and they both were 19s, and I have a +5 on them.
See, this is just peachy. We're all rolling so good tonight, except Nimbus needs to catch
You've
up.
got at the same time, you've got a stone slate of spider climb.
Yeah, no,
Same way, written in Dwarvish, single use, no magical abilities required.
What was that last bit?
Spider climb.
Scroll spider.
Spider, yeah.
Okay.
Technically, tablet of spider climb or whatever.
Tablet.
Tomato, tomato.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Gonna play the paper.
Nimbus is our token. I can read the things in here, guy.
Just imagining trick
I'm-
shots where I can.
For where we're at right now, yeah.
Yeah, no. Nimbus being literate in Dwarvish is so helpful.
And what you do find as well, on the last dwarf, are 4+1 arrows.
I just hand them to Eritrea.
Okay.
Cool. You should totally let go to your head. It would be really fun.
That's what he said. I promised to let it
Oh,
go.
I thought you said I promised I won't let it go to my head.
No, I think he said I promised to let it go to my head.
Alright, good.
Yes.
I'm glad. That brings me joy.
No.
It's joy. Very kind.
Yeah.
Very close.
And additionally, one last thing. You find a stone tablet of Move Earth. Or, what is that cantrip called? It's, I'm going to confirm.
Mold Earth?
Mold Earth, yep. Yep,
I
single use.
know that's a spell. I don't know if that's a cantrip.
It is a cantrip. That is true. Yeah, that's what I was going for. So you have a 4+1 arrows.
She's got it.
The tablet of Spider Climb, tablet of Featherfall, tablet of Mold Earth.
Mm-hmm.
All single use, no magical ability required.
Mm-hmm.
And I need to generate some stuff that currency that they were buried with.
And suddenly drunkers.
Suddenly a mummy lord springs from their treasure.
And you find 50 gold amongst all 10 graves.
Oh! So that's total though.
Total.
Yeah.
Y'all rolled really good.
Guys, I'm flipping out.
I'm gonna put more.
The party. We've been poor the whole campaign. Also the party.
Well, so what did y'all roll again? It was like
I got a 24
He crit.
and then a
crit.
with a +6.
Yeah.
yeah, so it's like a 24 and a 26, two 24s, a 19 and something else better, and then like something else insane.
A 25 and a 16.
Yeah, so like that was
I had one roll that was not. I had one roll that was 10, but my other roll was a 19.
yeah, so it was
You know, I'm just
what is that?
saying
6 rolls above my threshold,
You know, I just think that it's.
and
And one
like
was a crit.
one of them was a crit,
Yeah.
and 2 of them could have been crits
You
otherwise.
know, Don't get me wrong. I'm thrilled. I just think this
Yeah.
is very cosmic.
Truly is.
Okay. Is there? So
Producing.
I think between the 4 of us, what would y'all think of us each having a pickaxe?
We have some already.
You have 2.
We have 2. We should
Oh, we have
definitely
2.
grab
We should.
another
Yeah,
2.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Wonder if it gives you big thumbs up.
Okay.
So we're gonna grab 2 of those.
I'll write 2 pickaxes in
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, and then I'll let y'all figure out who has what loot, or if it's just party loot at this point.
Let's put it in the party loot void for now, so we can keep the ball rolling.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll
agreed.
divvy it up later.
We're not taking the leather armor with us, right?
I don't think so.
No.
How? Nah, I mean, I imagine it'd be too heavy to take all of that.
All of that what?
All the
The
leather armor.
dwarven leather armor.
Be a lot. And it's also kind of old and worn.
Plus,
Kind of brittle. So
I would-
you could use it, you just have to rework moisture back into the leather.
plus, okay, we've tomb raided.
Yeah, we can.
I don't want to make dwarves naked in
We
the
can
afterlife.
leave them their dignity.
Yeah.
I don't want them to be in the afterlife and be like, I don't understand why am I naked all of a sudden.
Yeah. Why am I suddenly poor and then also naked?
We just took their life savings in the afterlife.
We took their gold and we
Yeah.
took their armor, but at least they're still oiled up in the
Oh,
sleep.
Noting the dwarves
so
and
we're-
Egyptians of D&D.
Yeah.
we're done with the loot at this point. Is
Okay.
that correct?
Yeah. That's everything that I'm going to generate for this encounter.
Okay.
Hooray.
As we slowly
You're not getting anything more out of me.
as we slowly start putting the stones back,
Mm-hmm.
again, Nimbus starts thinking like a rogue and says, so we should be wary of showing these amulets around town. Dwarves have a pretty decent memory, and we don't want to try to hawk this stuff in a dwarven town. We'd be best holding on to this for a while before we try to sell it.
That's very wise of you.
Somebody might notice the craftsmanship and wonder where we got it.
And it looks as though this may be some kind of ritualistic kind of burial necklace of sorts.
We played Skyrim. We're
Yeah. Oh.
sorry.
I did too.
Yeah. Usually it is best to unload ill-gotten gains away from where they were gotten illy.
Oh, I think we got them very well.
But yet you seem to think the dwarves will disagree.
Oh, I agree to disagree with them. I'm very willing to disagree with them.
Then by all means go sell the amulets in town.
Don't goad him, Gia.
I'm not.
He might take you too literally.
Winifred is gonna go to Nimbus just with a.
For the first time, Winifred sees dollar signs.
Ka-ching!
Less a dollar sign thing and more a putting Nimbus in a predicament thing.
So just make sure everything's put back nicely and
Cool.
and try to leave it that last block about as much as it was.
Yeah, you're able to kind of wedge in some pebbles to kind of seal it back up.
And as a little ending something, I just say in Dwarvish, lay in peace.
Cool. So they don't roll over in their graves after you loot them. Nice.
Yeah, it's okay if you say one nice thing after looting their grave.
It's
Yeah,
like-
it
it's
is.
like
It makes it all
robbing-
better. Makes it all right. Makes it okay.
It's like robbing someone of their life savings and then sending them a get well card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't haunt me, please. Thank you for your contributions. We're trying to save the world. See you later.
Why does it-
forth and do great things.
Why does it say Laura Croft on my character name?
I almost made a joke about that earlier, but didn't. When you called yourself Tomb Raider.
Saving the world is not free. Thank you for your donation.
Yeah. Almost called you Laura Craft. Because you were like, I do this well. So,
Alright, so y'all approach a massive, honestly, just an opening in the cave. There's just this massive opening. You are all entering from this northeast neck, and if you were to consult the map that you're given, this chamber is on there, and it depicts that you're supposed to go in the direction of the star.
Okay.
Place yourselves wherever you want to be, and then I will dictate things accordingly.
Which entrance are we coming from?
Northeast, way back over here.
Oh, so on this side.
Yes.
Okay.
Turn order.
Somewhere
Where
in
would
there.
like to be placed.
Thank you.
Where is everybody going?
Winifred is going to
I'll be in
sit
the back.
comfy cozy right there in the front.
I'd like to roll to get hidden.
Cool.
You want front line or back?
I'll take that.
Yeah, I want to be rank 4.
I
Do you want to be back behind the pack or?
Hmm?
You want to be back?
This
No.
this is a blessed
If
stealth
we're
roll.
doubled up like that, that's fine.
What?
Okay.
It's a total of 25.
Nice. You're very well hidden.
Yeah. I'll just creep forward and
Okay.
kind of slink away.
It's just kind of around here, or where? How far
Yeah.
up do you want to go?
I just want to see as much as I can.
Okay. So you kind of make it up to there, and you kind of scan. As far as you're concerned, this is a floor-to-ceiling pillar. This is all floor-to-ceiling. This is floor-to-ceiling. Anything with these hash marks. For what it's worth, this is raised up 5 foot for each line, so that's 10 feet up. That's 15 feet up.
Okay.
The floor shifting.
Okay.
Can you tell me about what the floor looks like?
Just clear stone. Roll perception.
Hopefully no gravel.
No. No distinct gravel.
Oh my gosh. This die wants me to roll nothing but stealth rolls. I just rolled a nat one.
Okay. There's not gravel. You're looking around. It looks really clean in here. Yeah, you're kind of looking for gravel. I'm like, I don't want to fight another basilisk. I don't want to fight another basilisk. Don't want to fight another basilisk.
And then you hear.
The Draugr.
It's more of a rumble, so
Yeah, no, it looks clear by all accounts, and sounds clear. Yeah, you don't see any light flickering off of walls. There's no signs of campers there, and there's no signs of. You listen. And there's no. Like, I know you rolled nat one, but genuinely, like, there's nothing that you can see out of the ordinary.
Okay. Yeah, it's weird because I'm trying to balance the stealth and the. I can't be seen, but I can't see.
I mean,
ish. Okay, I'll.
What?
Nice. I'll creep a little bit farther forward.
okay.
How much further forward?
That is the question.
10, 15.
Yeah, sure. A 15.
Okay. So I guess you're looking through there. If you creep a little farther forward, you can peek around that corner.
Sure.
Cool. Because obviously, like, all of this and beyond is all obscured because you can't see past that. So if you move up there, you can peek down that corner. It's a normal stone cave passageway, much like the one that y'all have been on. You think the dwarves may have cut this out as like a kind of like an outpost further down the way, just to kind of make more offshoots from. And you think that they probably went and carved out more minerals and stuff out that way, but
Okay. I'm gonna reach down on the ground as I go, take a fairly sizable pebble,
okay.
and just chunk it back at the wall towards where they were.
So back for here.
Yeah.
Okay. So the rock's able to clatter.
Yeah.
Just
35 feet.
yeah. I don't know if you're able to hit the wall or not, but the pebbles, at least, or the rock or pebble, whatever you pick up, is able to make it the distance and clatter in front of the party.
Okay.
So, Winifred's gonna shrug and take that as a sign to peek around the corner.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe he wants us to move forward.
I was thinking she was going to throw the rock back.
That would honestly be pretty.
Return to
Yeah,
sender.
Winifred is gonna return to sender.
Oh, nice.
If
So
she can find me.
return to sender.
With my between the dark vision, your stealth, and a rock throw, Winifred's gonna chance it. She's gonna guesstimate, based on where the rock landed, where you might be. DM, what am I rolling
This
for
is,
this?
this is when we find out.
Roll perception
You
real
can
quick.
see.
This is when we find out that
Yeah,
Winifred
Yeah, I
is
can
a savant
see,
in
but
math.
He's
this
hidden.
is stealth.
Oh. Makes sense.
And he has to beat a 25.
23.
So you think he's in a general area here on the left side, but somewhere in that region. It's pretty dark. Like, it's a lot of weird shadows.
Winifred's gonna do the
Let's
and
say
throw the rock.
You yeet it. So roll an attack with disadvantage.
Well, that's a natural one, so I'm not gonna do the second roll.
Cool. Do it. Make it a nat 20.
Yeah, sure. You know what? Heck, watch.
What is the disadvantage?
A 9
Okay.
plus 2.
Rock sails wide. You don't know how to throw rocks, apparently. And it kind of strikes off of the... or goblins.
they didn't have rocks in her village.
And it strikes up kind of 15, 20 feet up on this wall face right there.
Winifred's gonna look at her hands
And it all kind of echoes out through the room.
contemplate the woes of her inability to throw anything ever.
Except goblins.
Except goblins.
Goblins more than 5 feet, though.
Well, she threw the goblin, but was just
Yeah.
picks it up and just charges with it.
Yeah. She threw it bad once and good once.
Okay, so now what?
Yeah, now what?
Nothing.
The table's y'all's.
Okay.
Of all the things to roll that one on, I'm so glad it was that.
Yes.
Uh,
Get the bad rolls out while you can.
I'd like to peek in between the two stone.
So, coming up through here.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll perception. See what you can see.
Can I have your d20?
Looking at...
Did the
Here you go. Just
My stealth roll is jealous if I roll for another thing.
Yeah. So you've got range for dark vision.
it was better than one.
Please tell me.
It was better than one.
It's 9.
It's nice. Well, so underneath the table, there's a little handled jam jar with dice in it and a bag with d20s in it.
I thought you were describing his perception roll.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
I did too
Under
for
the
a second.
table and under that corner,
I was
there's...
like, there's a jar that
Nimbus
was
is
useful
also
earlier.
Nimbus sees a table with a jar underneath the table full of dice.
full of math rocks.
Which
Where
one
was
do
the
you
jar
want?
when I had a lizard? Okay. When I had a, when I had a whatever ear.
I had a question, but I forgot.
But with a 9,
I see.
nope, you don't see anything up that way.
Oh yeah.
You're looking for shadows and movement. You don't see anything.
Did
I don't feel tingly, do I?
No.
Did the did the torch that, or is the torch that Winifred lit? Is it still lit?
Is it still lit?
Yeah.
Okay, it's lit.
Okay, great. Then it's in my hands.
Yeah, Winifred definitely gave that to GA at this point.
I guess I'll move around
You could give him some night vision goggles.
on the other side
It's like
and kind of pass her.
checking spell slots, checking
Yes,
magic.
and check out
daily
the area
things, looking
myself.
at GA.
Of course, I'm probably gonna see the same thing. I would assume.
Yeah. No, everything's clear through here. Everything within line of sight. Roll perception, though.
You're instantly gonna see all the
Yeah,
gobleting on the ceiling.
Oh, they never look up.
They all
They're-
had spider plants.
They're just walking. They're just walking past me, but I'm so stealthed.
Spider gob. Spider gob.
I have such bad perception and such good stealth that all the goblins are just walking next to me.
23 and me. Cool.
Back.
This is so light.
Yeah.
It's plastic
All
instead of glass.
Yeah.
So-
these
This
are
is
metal.
This is metal.
Oh, his are metal.
Yeah.
See, I don't trust metal D20s.
I don't.
I-
like metal, though.
I have my metal dice sets. I use everything except for the D20. I do not trust metal D20s.
But I mean,
Yes.
when he needs it to roll good on stealth, he's got it.
When I need it for stealth, it rolls
Yeah.
really well.
It's a die wrought with envy of anything other than a stealth check.
It is the true rogue's die.
You know what's weird? I feel like almost this entire campaign, Nimbus's perception checks have always been below like everyone else's, or just plain abysmal.
You're just skipping and humming along, skipping and whistling.
Just too happy to have a character.
You're just having fun.
Yeah.
So Winifred, Elizabeth, Eritrea. Going through all the names.
Do you want to try that again?
That's the one.
No, we can do the full roll
Eritrea.
call if you want.
Yeah.
Everybody.
You go through all of. All
You're
of
looking
this.
around. You're looking at the walls. You're like you're looking everywhere because you're like, okay, things are sometimes above us because we've been above things before. You look around and you notice a single footprint in that square in the dirt and dust.
Alright. Can I attempt to? I'm gonna go investigate it, I guess.
Okay.
Can I, as she rounded the corner, since I know I have the torch, I'm gonna round the corner with her if that's okay.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
go ahead and make your check, but I just want to say I'm also up there with
Yeah.
you.
So I'd say step up.
Here.
One space. Pivot 90 degrees.
Pivot.
Yeah, because you want to be right.
Yeah.
Yeah, adjacent to that square and roll investigation.
Figure. I can't have perception.
Do I see this with her?
Roll perception. It's an incredibly faint footprint.
16.
16. Because she's looking at it, the DC is lowered, so yes, you do see the footprint.
Cool.
Her investigation is pointing it out to you.
Then I would like to help her with this.
Cool. Help action. You have advantage.
Good. 19.
Total?
Yeah.
Nice. First thing you notice immediately, this is a footprint that is very much unlike anything that you've seen in this cave up until this point. This is first of all, it has a shoe on it. So this is a shoed footprint. And it's about the size of a footprint that someone of your party member's size would leave. Somewhere between you and Nimbus.
Okay.
Based on just the size of the footprint.
Not dwarf.
Not a dwarf.
Does it look like a dragon foot?
No, it looks like a normal footprint for just a standard bipedal humanoid.
Okay.
About
About how much of an impression is it leaving?
So it's not an impression in the stone. It's
just
residue left in the
over-
dust
Okay.
and dirt.
Okay.
It was incredibly faint.
Okay. Since she is right next to me, I'll convey the same information.
Okay.
Basically. So it looks like it's something. It looks like a shoe marking of some sort. Something.
How long do you think it's been there? How long ago do you think it was made?
It's hard to tell. But roll investigation one more time.
Can I still be helping?
Yeah.
While they're investigating this, Winifred's just gonna eat them.
Let's go.
21.
Yeah.
That nat 20 is exactly what we needed. This is fresh.
Fresh. I don't like that.
Like,
So fresh and so
like
clean.
fresh. Because you notice there's a faint breeze blowing
Like
through
simply fresh.
this cave, and you think that with how loose the dirt and dust on the ground is, it would have been blown away and disturbed otherwise. We're talking less than an hour, maybe less than 30 minutes.
Alright. So, it looks like it's very recent. I don't imagine that this type of print would stay around long with how unsettled everything on the floor is here.
I'm gonna I'm gonna take a step and tap Nimbus with my staff
So
to
you
get
see
to
me,
get
huh?
your attention. Yep, sure do. You want to hide
He
from
has,
me?
he has a torch.
Yeah, do you want to be hidden from me?
I mean,
He says I didn't roll a 25 for
He's
jumping.
trying to decide whether or not to stay in character and be funny or be helpful.
No, I'll stay hidden.
Okay.
okay. Cool, he's crouched and like, he's the one with the shadows. Okay, cool.
Then I will turn to Winifred
What direction is this print facing?
and I will whisper to Winifred to where no one else
I
can hear
figured,
me.
just wanted to double check.
We are not alone here.
For the purposes of this, roll performance.
Me?
Yes.
Okay.
To see how.
I mean, I'm literally right beside her. Like I'm.
But
Okay.
just for what it's worth.
Directed at me.
Performance.
We are not alone here.
Well, I didn't get a nat 1, so 10.
You're good. You're able to speak it very quietly. It's a non-issue.
Okay.
Winifred's going to cock an eyebrow at that and look over to where Trey and
I'm-
Gio were.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, and like she's not saying anything. She's just cocking an eyebrow, looking over, going,
So I guess I'm gonna look around for any signs of anything in here.
Okay.
In the direction of the footprint.
Which direction is the footprint
Yes.
traveling? This way?
More like that. So the direction of the print is going like that.
So it's
Okay.
round. It's closely rounding this.
It appears to be setting up for that.
Then,
Okay.
actually, instead, I will. So do I still have your attention? To you, I'm gonna tap you and point you that direction to try and tell you.
To go.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just give a nod and I'll advance forward.
Roll stealth real quick.
While I see them walk that way, and maybe kind of hunch over and whatnot, I'd like to creep further forward, put myself just in that little gap, and try to see as much of that area as possible.
19.
Past the corner.
So 19. Okay, good. But you're trying to look this way,
I want.
or you're trying to look in this way.
Yeah, I want to be able to get a big cone of vision.
So you can kind of squeeze in there. I'd say you are treated as having difficult terrain in that space. So to progress further or come back out, it's gonna be it's gonna take an extra 5 feet of movement to squeeze out, but it's a non-issue. Go ahead and move to where you're gonna go.
And I want to follow behind her, but not directly.
Okay, then roll stealth as well.
I'll go ahead.
And I'm gonna have you hold on this while they're wrapping up their stuff.
Okay.
I'm gonna come just to the edge of the corner.
Okay.
That's not bad. You said stealth?
Stealth.
I think that's
Dex.
15.
15. Okay. Gia, where do you want her to
How
put you?
far behind me?
Is this a?
That's a stone pillar from floor to ceiling.
I will. Where was the footprint? Like in which of these?
Like
Right here.
there,
Okay.
going that direction.
Right. Okay. I will. Ooh, that's a good question. Can I? I don't want to do that. Can I lay the torch down here? so that way the light is like going this way and then stand here.
You certainly can.
Okay, great. I'm
So
trying to basically hide in the shadow that the torch is making.
Okay. So we'll say that we have the torch kind of just laying here.
Right. So the light should be spilling out behind
and through there. Yeah.
Meaning not on the side that I'm standing on.
You're gonna be kind of like
Cast shadow on me as well, probably.
Hopefully.
not so much, but
Right.
a faint.
But ideally not revealing me is the point.
I
Yes.
have a quick question.
Yes.
What is Eyes of the Night?
Eyes of the Night. That's probably your class feature. Just look up Twilight Cleric real quick.
Okie dokie.
That's probably going to be your either a subclass feature, or your Channel Divinity option.
I'm pretty sure that's the thing that she used on me to give me night vision.
That's probably what it is.
Okay, so here's my thinking, right? If I have access to that right now, considering the circumstances and me knowing that Stealth and Winifred do not mix, I would like to use Eyes of the Night on Gia,
Okay.
so he can see what's going on.
And I think
without his
it
torch.
also does buff everyone else's.
Yeah, we get increased distance.
Yeah, I think it's like dark vision out to 300 feet or something.
Then, to help everyone else in their respective stealth positions, Winifred is going to use Eyes of the Night for the party.
I think it is only a 20-foot range, but you could have feasibly... She would have probably done that when everyone was all closer, knowing her features.
When the three of us were closer, yeah.
Yeah, when the group was closer. So everyone has 300 feet dark vision. If that is in fact... Which I think that's what the ability is.
I did look it up earlier. I just wanted clarification on what it was. It did say 300 feet.
Do you have to pick targets?
Let me see if I need to pick targets. I don't know if it's one creature or everybody.
I think it's up to a certain number of creatures within a radius.
She gave multiple of us last time.
Yeah.
Right. That's not my question. My question is, does she have to pick targets?
Mm-hmm.
Starting at those.
Or is it everyone within a radius? I think it should be all allies, traditionally given the text.
As an action, you can magically share the dark vision of this feature with willing creatures you can see within 10 feet of you, up to a number of creatures equal to your wisdom modifier.
You can
Which is
see,
4.
which is 2.
She's only got a +2 wisdom.
Oh no, her wisdom modifier, yeah.
Yeah, wisdom should be +4.
Yeah.
Yeah, wisdom is plus.
Oh, she can't see.
She can't see Nimbus.
Yeah, I had a feeling you were working towards
Sure
that.
was.
So, you two, great news.
Buddy. Sorry.
How?
Yeah, I had a...
They did a road.
Hey man, you're doing really good on your own.
He rogued too hard. He rogued too close to the sun.
So, what happens? I need everyone to roll perception real fast.
All of those. 21.
21.
Why did I roll with this one?
Yippee.
Oh, no.
23.
Isn't that one?
No!
How?
You want
Go for
another
more
go?
dice.
Hey,
No, I should have used this
So-
one. I used my middle one.
Winifred
have you tested that one?
and Gia
This one?
Yeah.
hear the drawing of a bow and a twang.
Can I duck?
You can certainly duck.
Okay.
And her turn.
Nimbus does a 16 hit.
Oh.
Whoa.
You're being.
They beat a 25?
Yeah, he's hidden technically. Whoa.
Oh my gosh. It meets... no, actually it's... If I don't have my weapons drawn, which I was going to ask earlier, but...
He was, and you told him to wait a second as we were moving. So, because he tried to, and you stopped.
But it would meet it anyway.
You only get
So
plus
yeah,
3,
so the
plus
16 meets it.
Yeah.
Yeah, meets it, beats it.
They beat a 25.
That's crazy. That must have been a critical. That's nuts.
2. That is crazy.
All right, go ahead and take 8 points of piercing damage as an arrow streaks in and catches you in the shoulder. Everyone, go ahead and roll initiative.
With my perception, does that alert to me where Nimbus is based on the sound of the funk?
I would say yes.
Yippee! Natural 20!
Wow.
Hey.
17.
Hey, do you react at all?
Enough pang noises, why don't we?
That's better than I thought.
Let's say, like, I fall backwards or
The only
something.
person who doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah, I'd say that you can 5 foot shift away from there. So for what it's worth, the arrow came through that pocket.
You know, I can't tell if you're talking to me or the dice, okay?
It's both of you.
That's bonkers, dude.
That hurts.
Oh, this thing just shifts on its own whenever you look at the pages. This is a really clever system, but yikes.
I mean,
I
Alright,
understand.
so rolls
Oh, you mean the
for initiative, yeah.
17?
So 17. So give me this. Everyone from a 20 to a 25.
Natural 20s.
Plus modifier or 20.
Oh, plus modifiers is 24.
Jeez. Why?
She has high dex.
Yeah, I know why.
Probably for the
She ran out of stuff.
She's not every.
This question is going to come up multiple times in this campaign. It
Between
has.
15 and 20.
What?
Just
Between
do-
15 and
just do
20. What's the values?
17.
16.
17, 16.
Oh my gosh, yeah, her con and her dex is higher than her wisdom as a cleric.
So does
What?
This,
Yeah, she has an 18 in con, an 18 in dexterity, and a 16 in wisdom.
Okay.
so does this mean I'm not hidden anymore?
Correct.
Oh no, never mind, that's an 18 in wisdom. She just wrote it weird.
Ah,
No,
there we
it's
go. That
okay.
makes a lot more sense.
She's three.
That's good for everything but perception.
Boom.
So that's what I mean, though. If you want to try this.
Ridiculous.
Winifred is so stacked.
Golly.
I'm really glad the rolls are doing her honor.
I just
They
need to
are.
roll different.
This,
He's ready to be the last person to
Yeah,
do
well, that was two
anything.
20s in a row. So,
don't spend them all.
oh no, I'm not gonna roll this one.
Okay.
So,
I'm gonna keep
good
spinning
thing.
until they become better.
oh my gosh, I can't believe my perception is so bad.
Now you do something good.
I just know in my heart, if I had rolled better, I would have spotted that guy who shot me. Probably.
Even if you did just a pinch better.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Are you sure?
Well, luckily for you, the group cleric knows where you are now.
Yep.
Yeah. We have a torch lighting us up still.
There is a torch. I set it down. There's a torch.
Yeah, the torch is on the
It's back there.
ground back there where that die is.
Yeah.
Like right behind you.
Yeah. I just think it's probably lighting up that area pretty well.
So I confirmed with the DM that I set up to have it not illuminate me or Eritrea.
I mean, okay, I will not try to argue it and give somebody ideas about not receiving certain benefits.
Hey man, you did that to me with you, so
Whatever.
How much health
I don't
do
know
you
what's why salty needs to make her
he
roll,
took
but you're
8.
being
have? I
prone.
know he took 8,
Yeah.
but I don't know where he started.
Oh,
Okay.
Nimbus.
So at the
What is
top
your
of the
buff?
turn order is Winifred.
So it's snowy. 19.
And actually, so for yeah, I'll reveal
Hooray.
the source of the arrow.
It wouldn't have been.
Yeah! Information!
I guess that is fair that Nimbus should know where he got hit from.
Yeah.
Nimbus should know.
All things
Because-
considering the beat of the 25.
Nimbus doesn't see, he feels.
I don't see
Alright.
with my eyes, I see with my heart. And right now there's an arrow in it and it came from that way.
Up there!
Would you say that you were shot through the heart?
But you're too late.
Yeah.
Alright,
Only
well,
I'm to blame.
yeah. The turn is Winifred's, though.
Alright. Winifred, hearing and seeing this arrow thunk into Nimbus, is going. Just making sure that's in the right spell area. Gonna cast a quick healing word.
Healing word, bonus action, roll healing. I believe it's
I think it's a
D4 plus
D4.
wisdom. Or actually not plus wisdom, I think it's just flat D4.
I don't remember. I just know the roll is a D4.
That's what the internet is for.
Yep. Let's see who gets there first.
It's a race. It's not gonna be me. I just misclicked.
D4 plus ability modifier.
Alright, so D4
The
plus
D1s.
4.
Mm-hmm.
What was that?
Oh,
D4 plus
So
4.
it could heal you max.
That's bad. I should probably roll it.
Wait, how do you have a +4?
Uh,
if you said your wisdom was like 16.
Wisdom is
Oh, I was
actually 18.
wrong.
It's 8.
Winifred just writes 8's weird.
Oh, so she
it's
also has an 18.
18 in wisdom.
Yeah, so she has 3 18s.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yikes. Gain 5 health. Thank you.
It's better than 8.
That was still
less.
over half the damage you just took. So
Yeah. Winifred for the healing word is going to give out one of those squeaks like she was trying to intimidate earlier. And
Nice.
I thought you were.
Move action, main action.
thought
main
you were
action
one.
since
Yeah, this paper doesn't receive pencil well. Didn't you say you were?
do you count diagonals as 5?
Yes.
Okay, epic.
You should be
Oh.
24 though.
Yeah, you're right. Thank you.
Winifred
I did
is
roll up
going
for
to sort of come around
Here.
to back up Nimbus.
Okay. Cool.
And you said we heard
I,
it.
Yeah, you heard the drawing of the bowstring
I just-
and the
I did
just the
not.
twang as the arrow is released.
I just want to whisper to Winifred as she passes. Aren't you dead ahead on the rise?
Mm-hmm.
She
So-
gives you a thumbs up.
No, your perception. We rolled perception before.
And I didn't do well.
All right.
I thought you did.
I got like an 8.
Y'all are once again going to hear that same drawing sound.
I would assume I
And twang.
recognized the sound.
Um,
if I'm being honest.
Nimbus, from that attack, you do have 3/4 cover, so it's plus 5 AC. But does a 7 hit you?
Is it the important question?
They are.
No, it
They
doesn't.
are. Okay.
So, did he not have 3/4 before?
Because he was kind of poking through there. So the
That's fair.
yeah, it's angle work.
It's like crowd work for comedians, but this kills you.
It's true.
The other one makes you popular on TikTok. Anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
apparently.
We love popularity
Nimbus.
on TikTok in this house.
Turn is yours.
Okay. The first thing I want to do is try to get hidden again
Okay.
as my bonus action.
What is this die?
It's a 25.
That's literally insane.
I rolled
you're hidden.
1s and 19s.
There's no in between.
There's no in between. And it's 19s for stealth,
Where is
one's for everything else.
Where's the one in relation to the 19 on the die?
Good choice of Kennedy. Nerd clusters are the bomb.
I'm gonna be here a while, so you know.
I'll look later.
Honestly fair.
Yeah.
It's on the opposite
So
side of
you're
the
hidden.
screen. I will then take out my bow, and I want to take a shot
Attempt
at
to
that,
return fire. Okay.
at that mother.
Cool. I'd say they
I have
have
my finish.
half cover given where you're shooting from, but that's only a +2 AC. So
Can
make your
I
attack. You have advantage because you're hidden though.
can I creep forward and
Yeah, you can poke back into this
with
and get your angle on her.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
I'm gonna kind of get low,
Mhm.
and I did notice you said her.
Oh yes.
Do I'm guessing I see them then.
Mhm.
Any detail?
Well, look at the rarely painted model that I painted. It's gonna be one of few.
You should do every model from now on.
Huh.
It would be really funny if you did.
I mean,
Okay. Thank you. That's interesting.
sit right back down there.
Thank you.
Thank you. And point it at Nimbus.
Okay. At advantage. I trust this die when it comes to attacks.
Mhm.
It's at least
But
like
does it
partial
trust
for
you?
that. Nope.
That's why we have advantage.
Does a nat 20 hit?
Nat
Nice.
20 definitely hits. Roll damage. D6 plus 2d6 for stealth.
Well, hold on. You said we
Sneak
get to
attack.
choose. You said we get to choose how we do.
Oh,
crits,
you're right. Yes.
Because that's crit.
Yeah.
So it's either double damage or double roll.
Yes. But
Well-
the 3d6 is just base.
I'm just gonna roll this twice.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Oh, and this isn't a poison weapon, so
No,
it's...
but you have sneak, so you have 2d6 for sneak, and then 1d6 for the weapon.
Okay, I'm not rolling the 8 then.
Yes, that is correct.
Does he roll the sneak attack damage twice?
Yes.
As well? Okay.
Oh, I get the... Do I get the modifier twice?
No. Modifier once, but all the dice twice.
Okay. That is 9
Okay.
plus 3. Or, excuse me, 4 is 13. And 13 plus 11 is 24.
Okay.
Immediately
24.
kill him.
Let me just confirm on the stat block.
She explodes.
Great shot.
Fatality.
That's
Like
my
the Sniper
spell
Elite
companion.
X-ray.
Huh?
The Sniper Elite X-ray whenever you get a headshot.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. That's better than the other X-ray.
How much
Yeah.
damage did you say it was?
A total of 24.
She's very dead. How do you want to kill her on a overkill of like over 10 or 15 hit points?
Okay.
On round 1 of combat.
Then this
Or
could
ten
not.
round
This
two.
could not have been the only thing you could have.
What was that?
Nothing.
Okay. So I as I kind of go into the crevice there, I sneak forward and I'm like just kind of muttering under my breath like and I pull it extra hard.
Uh-huh.
I let
They
it
get like an extra draw, extending your arm out behind you like a longbowmen do.
Uh-huh. I let it fly and I aim for where I believe the neck gap is going to be, just in case, because I see a helmet, a twinkle of a helmet, so I aim for the neck gap.
Ah.
Aim small, miss small. And let it fly.
Yeah, straight through the Adam's apple, just severing the spinal cord through the center.
If it's a she,
There's no Adam's apple.
Well, it's not visible, but
It's not
you know,
visible.
the part of the anatomy is still there.
it's an Eve's apple.
I guess so.
You're
Essentially.
on
Which is worse.
Ironically, that anatomy is icky.
She falls off the back of this 10-foot pillar and is dead on the ground.
What
Did you
forgives
say,
you
did
of
you say aim small, miss small?
Yeah, it's from nature.
I haven't seen the picture.
Oh, you need to.
Really?
It's so good.
I think I've seen bits and pieces. But
That's
Alright,
one- like the
Gia,
one
the turn is yours.
Can I
Oh, you still have...
movement? I want to just take a step back from the
Line of
opening.
back.
right there.
Yeah, I don't want to be visible.
No,
to-
Okay.
Alright.
What?
No.
Cool. Gia, turn is yours.
Okay. So I heard 2 arrow shot or 3 arrow shots, I guess
Two.
technically. Oh, 2.
Well, no, you did hear 3, sorry.
Okay. So I assume I can tell which direction they each came from.
You can tell roughly their origin points
Sure, okay.
in just a general sense of space. You know that one came from this side, you know that one came from further away and on behind
Okay,
stuff.
then I'm gonna. Where did the one that wasn't that one come from?
From Nimbus's area. So you heard one from Nimbus and 2 from
okay.
back there.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Well. I will move. I'm here. 5. Or can I? Is that 5?
That's 5.
Alright, so 5, 10. Can I see this way from where I'm standing?
I think you can kind of peek around. Yeah, you can see that.
Okay, so I guess I'm gonna be looking in this area,
Mm-hmm.
or I guess, and can I see? I can see somewhat around this corner too, because I'm like right here, right?
Sorry, this
You're
is actual Winifred here.
Not fake Winifred.
Where's my counterfeit marker when I need it?
This is the music playing in Winifred's head now.
This fits the Tomb Raider vibe from earlier.
Yeah.
This fits the Tomb Raider vibe. Silence.
Yep.
You hope nobody's talking.
Okay.
Can I see like somewhat around here and this way?
I'd say around this side on the right.
I'm not trying to see like I'm not trying to argue. Can I see down the whole thing? I just want to know I can see like right
You
here.
can get like a little slice of it. Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say if you're trying to break any stealth, it's gonna require an action perception
Not
to do so. Otherwise, if you're just looking for bodies that are just visible, that you can just do passive.
Yeah, I am just trying to look and see if I see anybody. My
Yeah, What is your passive perception?
My passive perception is 15.
15. Okay.
He has dark vision for 300 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah. The super special, awesome dark vision. Me too. That was just audible.
Oh, the neck pop?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I said me too.
Where did that's where I put them.
You channeled it into a one kill.
I did. That was fun.
You look around the corner and you notice the faintest glinting of a shield.
Ooh. Well then.
I'm scared that these people are cooler than we are.
They are.
Okay.
You're doomed.
Well, we're doomed. Time to go home.
New characters.
Yeah, I can't believe the DM
That's
canonized
alright.
the
They can be
DM.
cooler. I'll be hotter.
We're going up against
The law of
Yo.
political exchange.
They're edgy. They are wearing black leather armor and they've got white hair. What about that isn't cool?
I didn't say it wasn't.
It is. It's cool. We'll steal it later. Anyway.
Yeah.
The hair too? Wow.
Yeah, we're gonna scalp it.
Yeah!
Later on, we're just gonna be walking along in leather coated and
I would know how to
ambulance.
spin things.
I hope to continue the trend from the last 2 sessions that these are just really tall goblins.
Who have a
Okay.
really good fashion sense.
Really tall, fashionable goblins.
I am going to curse that one,
It can
Okay.
happen.
and I'm gonna choose. I'm gonna choose Dex.
Nice.
And that's for checks. You know that, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Quirky.
Okay.
So.
Cool.
And then I'm gonna shoot some reddish, purplish, blackish energy at it.
Cool. You're gonna peek around the corner.
Yep.
Sidearm. Fling it around.
I believe. That is a 16.
Meets it, beats it.
Yeah.
Oh, good information.
Roll damage.
Uh, 13.
13
Four of
points
its-
of damage.
4 of its necrotic.
Nice. Okay. You strike him. He gets his shield up just in time. It takes the brunt of it, but it the force of the blow drives the edge of the shield into him and cuts deep.
Okay.
So he's got a bleeding gash across his upper chest and base of his neck.
Okay.
He looks like he's in rough shape.
Okay. I will take one step back,
Okay.
and I'll point to Eritrea. And I'll point to the direction that she hopefully just saw me shoot.
Okay.
So.
Making me aware of it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate it.
Just in case it wasn't obvious, I want you to shoot that way.
Well, because her turn hasn't come up yet, she hasn't looked that way yet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I understand. I just
Yeah.
you stepped right in front of her, shot lightning.
Yeah.
It's like I hope that was obvious enough.
Yeah.
Anything, I'm just like, oh, purple, red. Okay.
Yep.
Ah, bright.
Right. I want to play-by-play commentary from Fred later. What was happening?
So
What was that purple?
there's a dude
Yeah,
who comes
exactly.
around the corner,
Oh my.
Yo, jump scare.
Oh.
and he's just gonna come around the corner,
Uh-huh.
see that there's someone there, just take a cut at you.
I was gonna say, if he's going for Gia, I'm gonna take attack as opportunity.
I
He
did.
hasn't moved past you yet.
Honestly, I thought you were about to say he comes around the corner, gets in front of you, and strikes a pose.
Zulu.
I was
Yeah.
stealth.
Does a 17 hit you?
Yep.
Okay.
This is most unfortunate.
6 points of slashing damage. As it cuts across your midsection. Most of the blow is absorbed by your armor, but it does still. There's an element of blunt force that comes in, but the leather doesn't stop. That turn happens. This turn happens.
Safety point.
Yep.
I was about
Okay.
to say, are you about to end your villain arc?
Safety torn.
No, one is for warmth, the other is for costume. I assume.
They officially hate rounding corners.
Oh, I hate corners.
You didn't have to do any of the rounding. They did it for you.
I mean, she, so she
I was stealthed. I was stealthed.
Yeah, so you should have had to, unless he doesn't care,
Unless-
not
Well,
he or enemy.
okay, so what was your stealth roll then?
His was 15.
Mine was 15. I think hers was high. I thought yours was high.
Mine was rather high. I think it was like
17 or something.
stealth is dex. It was plus 4. I want to say it was somewhere around.
I think it might have been a
21,
19.
19.
Yeah.
That's what I was
So if
thinking
that's the
too.
case, then he would have missed that. Would have done that here. So I'm gonna retain that same roll.
Ten
Did the
opportunity?
17 hit you?
17 hits.
Yes.
He
passes
Nope,
me.
he hasn't left melee range yet. Nope. So then instead, you take the 6 points of slashing damage instead of you. Good catch on that. Sorry, bad at maintaining, bad at tracking stuff.
Thanks for
fine.
reminding me.
Heard.
So, Gia.
That's fine. Okay, that's fine.
Okay. And again, Remy, what's everyone's passive perceptions?
15.
15.
16.
14.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, there's 3 18s over there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How many? You have a 20 and a 19.
No, I have 3 18s and 3 14s.
Dang.
Total, so that's total.
Between all 6 stats, that's the allocation.
That's nasty, actually. Okay.
Nasty, complimentary.
That happens. That happens.
I mean, I'll take Winifred's stacked sheet any day.
Yeah.
Thanks for a fun playground, I'm sure.
Especially with the rolls I've been getting tonight for her. You know, I'll take it.
Yeah.
I will say, Winifred rarely doesn't get what she wants, and we know why.
Yeah. My stats aren't bad, but they're not that good. My stats are
Yes.
mid.
Okay.
I have like a couple good ones and then a couple mid.
Mine are fairly balanced.
Whenever I roll my own stats, I always roll garbage, like 12s, 13s, 10s,
Mhm.
and like 117.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Eric, the turn is yours.
Also, I took 6 points, right?
Yeah.
He's within melee range, right?
Yes.
No.
So I'll just pull out my short sword, because I would be at a huge disadvantage.
Okay. So you drop the bow, draw a short sword.
Eyes of the Night does
I don't
not
think I have
give
the
us
bow
10 hit
drawn.
points, does it?
I didn't have the bow drawn.
That's right. You never had it out. Thank you.
Does Eyes of the Night doesn't give us 10 hit points, does
Not that I'm aware
I
of
think
now.
it's the Channel of Divinity option that does that.
it? Okay,
Yeah, I think I just kind of Eyes of the Knights do.
that's fine.
Ouch.
11.
Miss. He cuts out at Gia, has his shield up covering him. He hears your feet shifting. He brings up his sword for a parry and catches it cleanly, knowing standard combat maneuvers. Winifred, the turn is yours.
Winifred.
My dear, not actual Winifred.
Winifred is going to come over here, and I would like to roll perception to see if I can't see any other goobers hiding in the
So,
night.
real quick, from here, so I'm going to say rolling perception is going to take an action, but passive perception just happens passively.
His passive is 16.
So my passive is 16, if that's worth
I'd
anything.
say you have vision along this line. Do you want to move any further before you decide to make any actions? As it stands at this point, nothing pops up in your vision.
Well, he can also see up that stairway or whatever that is.
Yeah, I do have line of sight this way.
Yeah, so that actually goes down.
Okay. Well,
Do I
still.
see anything down the stairs with my passive?
You don't see anything down the stairs, and you don't see anything out in kind of like this cone with your passive.
Well then. in that case, what all can you do, Winifred?
Cast smack.
I will take this opportunity, I suppose, since I can't see anything, and... Well, can I see this guy? Because I know he's on the board, but I don't know if
So
they're
he is
standing
currently
up.
obscured by terrain.
Okay, then... Whoa. It's a flashlight?
Yeah,
I thought you just bought like a pointer. Anyway.
Also a butterfly.
My pointer is also a presentation tool.
There you go.
I...
I almost bought an actual laser pointer, but I didn't want it to be overpowered and blow out the cameras.
That's fair.
Fair.
So I got a cat toy.
Okay,
You
since
could have just asked me. I could have brought the cat toy.
Now I just need to check her blood with.
Since I haven't used my action, I suppose...
And you still have more movement. You don't
I do
have to stay
have
there.
more
Yeah.
movement. And a high AC.
That's perfect.
So...
Ha! I recognize this.
Oh. Yeah.
What?
You're right.
Would...
The song.
Yeah.
Darkest Dungeon.
Then
Not
I'm
sponsored.
going to use the other half of my
No,
movement
yes.
to sort of 10, 15 for my full 30
Okay.
to come into here.
He is not there. However,
He said, "Gotcha."
gotcha.
I'm surprised.
I should have done that.
Should have killed the guy that hit me. I agree.
I mean, I agree with that as well, but I should have moved so I could actually shoot my bow at normal.
Oh yeah. Oh, did you fire disadvantage?
Well, if I fire from that close
Right.
range, I do.
I mean, if you had moved, you would have triggered opportunity
Yeah.
as well.
Did you make any sort of noise when you got slashed?
Me?
Gee
I
whiz.
probably would have grunted, yeah.
This point, I feel like I could have done more damage just by throwing a dagger in the air, stone dagger in the air, and seeing where it fell.
I asked,
You know, I do
asked
better
if
when
you
I
made noise
gamble.
when you were trying to find you, so that
Alright.
you.
You see that dude
Oh,
No, I was thinking.
standing there menacingly with a rapier,
Yeah.
just ready to
Yeah,
go to town on the first thing he
But I
sees.
definitely would've grunted.
Which he kind of sees you.
yeah, Winifred's gonna keep that in mind.
But,
and sort of make
He
eye
can't really
contact.
do anything with you.
Yeah, kind of make eye contact with this guy. Just
Can you not?
Anything with your
I mean,
action, or are you
I don't
gonna
know if
roll?
he can see me
So,
yet,
question:
so-
you still have your action. Are you gonna take an action, or are you gonna choose to roll perception with your action?
I am going to. I'm going to roll perception because I'm not interested in throwing away all of Winifred's spell slots yet.
May I
So you have Chanters, by the way.
I'm interested in your suggestion.
I was gonna say, instead of using that action, you could potentially pocket it for if you can't do anything that you are satisfied with, you could pocket.
Then in that case, I-
Cantrips are always a thing.
there is also that fact. I'm going to have to
See the range on something actually really quick because I might do something actually.
Ooh.
It's been so long since I've played a cleric.
You're doing very well for running into it. Most not having your sheet ahead of time.
Yeah, I played a cleric once upon a midnight dreary.
I just noticed the
Oh,
Bioshock
perfect.
up there.
The what?
Oh yeah.
Just
Then-
noticed that.
For my action, actually, I would like
The
to.
Bioshock 2
Ah,
I would like to cast Sacred Flame on that goober.
at the dude. What's the save I gotta make?
Target must succeed a Dexterity saving throw.
Not one.
That's awesome.
I was gonna say, didn't you do something to saving throws on Dex, but I didn't realize.
Not on that.
There's
Yeah,
a
not on that.
different person.
1d8 radiant damage. I don't know if that's
Roll.
gonna get
Also
up
saving
because
throws,
he
not
critically
checks,
failed.
or not checks.
Nope.
Okay.
Oh, right.
Yucky. 3.
Plus anything?
Oh, do I get to add my
I don't
So-
believe so.
spell attack? Dang.
It's a cantrip.
DM.
Yes.
Just to be clear, like that thing makes stealth checks at disadvantage.
The thing that moved?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay,
Understood.
that's 3 radiant damage.
Okay.
Hey, you know what that is? 3 more damage than he had at
Yeah,
the
it
beginning
is.
of this turn.
It is 3 less health
Okay.
than he
Exactly.
had before.
His eyes hurt.
Damage is damage, and also considering Winifred, I'm not terribly concerned if he charges me.
Right.
Accurate.
And
Okay.
It is radiant. Maybe that's especially dangerous. To
Yes.
Nimbus, the turn
Maybe.
is yours.
So far, somebody should just give me the
Um,
hook. Give me the hook.
seeing a big glow of light shoot across the gap where I'm at, I'm going to infer that there is somebody there.
So technically, it's not. It comes down. It doesn't shoot.
So you would have seen an explosion of light from around this corner with
Okay.
cast.
So I'm going to
You still know it's there.
yeah, I'm gonna drop my bow, pull out my rapier and sword, and I want to kind of hop through that gap and come around and attack. Oh wait, I also want to roll for stealth first.
Okay. So bonus action stealth.
Very smart.
Well, see, I think you still had like a 25 that you were sitting on, or like a 24.
After shooting the person. Oh, it killed them instantly. So
And I think you also rolled afterwards to maintain it as well, just in case.
At some
I don't
point
think I
during
did.
that altercation, you
I think
rolled a
you may.
25. I think that was like
Uh,
right after you
I mean,
killed
I
her.
think it was
I did
after
just
the
get
kill.
another 24 anyway.
Okay.
So
Doesn't make a difference.
still good.
Well, so it does make a difference because you have or don't have a bonus action.
Oh, you're right. I mean, I'm okay.
I think that you had it from before.
Okay, and I'm okay. Even if I didn't, I'd be okay with like I killed the person that would have seen me.
So you're still stealth.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll hop around and
So that's 1, or I guess 5, 10, 15.
yeah.
And you want to be there, or do you want to pop here?
If I can, I guess I don't want to obscure Winifred's vision.
So you want to pop here then?
So yeah.
You could even move one more and still be in attacking range.
Completely
Yeah,
on
you
the other
can
side.
swoop around this dude.
Yeah, and leave her wide open.
Yeah.
Sure.
Cool.
I'm okay with that.
Epic.
And yeah, come at them with the rapier.
Which still
Cool.
has poison damage.
Yep, for one more.
Yep, one last hit. It's the advantage of playing back to back.
I love advantage. Okay, +6 is and let me just make sure, because proficiency plus dex is 22.
That hits. Roll damage.
Sneak
D8
attack.
plus 3d6 for you. 2d6 for sneak, 1d6 for the prickly moss poison, toxin, whatever.
Yeah. I have to write it down. Nice. Okay, I gotta add this up here.
I feel like I'm in danger.
Um,
Probably.
that
No, you're
is
fine.
10, 21, 22 damage.
What?
Somehow, it just, you're not in a safe space there.
That is exactly what he had remaining.
And then I add my dex.
All I'm
plus
saying
4.
is that Derek put us in an unsafe space.
Something.
Why should he be allowed one?
18 plus 4.
I mean, y'all walked in here
I rolled
yourself.
2
Your
sixes,
Honor, you
6
drew the map.
1, a 5, plus 4.
By your own hand.
Hung by your own petard.
I mean,
He did. He said 22, right?
Yeah.
that's exactly what he had remaining.
Well, it sounds like he's exactly dead.
He's
Yep.
exactly dead.
But 3
Gia!
less health.
That's right.
It helped!
Oh, and for my bonus action, since I have that apparently, I'll get hidden again unless I
Yeah.
take what I have.
Roll to hide.
You may as well.
It's like 25.
Yeah, well, it's 16 plus 6, so 22.
Still good.
Only roll stealth anyway.
Only stealth attacks. That's it.
Okay,
I should
Gia.
never try any other.
The turn is yours, Gia.
My turn. All right.
Rolls above 20 on all stealths, rolls below 10 on all other rolls, refuses to elaborate.
Nat once, twice for perception.
Deals
Damn.
24 and 22 damage in succession.
Oh, and that's the end of that blade being cool.
Correct.
Okay. So,
And you have what? 2 doses left on your short sword, I think.
All three.
yeah,
Actually.
so I don't think I used any of the short swords.
That's right. 'Cause, yeah, it was your bow that was the crit.
So I'll let me actually check something.
I'm gonna do something cool.
I hope so.
I'm going to do something very risky when it's my turn.
Oh boy.
It's going to endanger only me, but it'll be really fun for information's sake.
Uh-huh.
Is this your one per?
This is going to be my Winifred moment, charging blindly into the ether. Nice.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I may as well. I'm gonna mark this one.
With the different feature?
Yes,
Offense, defense.
offense.
Okay.
Very, very good. We did. I'm attacking with my quarterstaff.
Okay.
So
I would like
Are you... Does it affect your quarterstaff?
Well, I do think he's
I think
leveled
it
up.
said it
It's
only
just
affected
bridge.
cantrip.
it's just a hit.
go gadget murder enemy. Don't flee.
I need to
I
confirm
was
this.
really just watching Mars at work today, episode of Rick and Morty where he goes, go magic propelling skis.
Go gadget ski boots.
Ski boots, yeah. It's
I don't need you to turn into a car, Morty.
I hate that. I've seen that. I hate that.
he doesn't actually.
It's one of the
He says,
funny-
oh wait, never mind, there's a cab.
It's one of the funniest scenes
So-
of the whole show.
So rude.
I thought there was an episode.
Are you
where
adding
He
your...
turned
Are you
into
adding
a
the bonus to
credit
this
scene.
attack?
Yeah.
That's only on spell attack.
Is it? That's
Yes.
not what I'm about 100% certain that's not what we decided.
The last message I have from when you were workshopping this on 5/11, so unless there's anything more recent than that,
True, and the messages that I
You should write everything on your hand.
That's not what I wanted.
I just searched for one of the keywords.
Be a girl.
and it came out.
and your skirt.
Yeah, boys, it's just like you have the entire Constitution written up your forearm.
That or on the brim of the cap.
Yeah. Crap, what was the Fourth Amendment again?
You said
What was the
5'11"
fifth?
was what?
Yeah, 5/11.
Okay, let me see.
The one you believe.
You can search for one of the
See
keywords.
Lincoln given the Gettysburg Address of the United States of
I
America.
love the story about the Gettysburg Address. He wrote that on the carriage ride there. He wasn't ready.
Aw.
That's why it was so short.
I do
Talk
love
about
that.
getting an A on the last minute paper.
I do
Oh,
love
okay.
that he was right
Mhm.
after like
Sure.
the
Okay,
2-hour long or really long
then-
speech,
Hmm.
and nobody really
Knowing
knows what
that-
the speech was.
Yeah.
Because I thought it did something different. So knowing that, I'm gonna rewind a little. If that's okay.
For those at home, this is what we call homebrew.
Yep.
It's called making a class that exists. It's garbage, not garbage.
Yes.
I know something about that.
Your Honor, I simply plead playing
Actually,
the
your
worst-
subclass isn't bad.
No, my subclass isn't bad at all.
I plead playing the worst class race combination possible, Your Honor.
Way of the Four Elements monk, my guy.
Exactly. See, playing bad classes is fun. Because if you do well, then you have ammunition.
Well, I guess with that, I'm gonna try and just. I'm gonna try and hit him in the face with energy.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. So, 13 to hit.
13 to hit and misses.
Okay. I guess he ducks.
Yeah, he bobs and weaves out of the way. He kind of keeps his shield up, and while he's doing that and blocking your vision, he displaces his body.
Okay.
He is definitely a very trained fighter.
Okay.
Bonus action?
That was the.
Oh, so you did consume bonus action?
Yeah.
Okay. And also, for what it's worth, on that creature, you don't feel as though the curse has left it. The one that you did earlier.
Okay. Man, I don't know that I really want to open myself up to attack, but he's gonna attack anyway. That's what I should have done. Oh well, that's on me. I will. I'm done. I'll just stay where I'm at.
Cool.
Gird up.
Too bad you can't just like shove him.
I could with an action, but I used my action.
Yeah.
So, but yes.
Very Prince of Persia.
Yep. All right. Yeah, he's gonna swing at you.
Swing at me again.
Yep.
Okay.
Does a 13 hit?
It does hit.
Does hit. Dang.
That beats it, right?
My 8 feet tall be so fine. Then boom, low AC.
Yeah. Another 6 points of slashing.
Okay.
As he comes around, cuts underneath at your quadricep, keeping his shield up to block your line of sight and
Okay.
obscure his movements.
I'm gonna respond.
Cool. What's he gotta do?
He has to make a dex save.
That, my friends, is a 10.
That's a failure.
That's a failure.
You know, I'm rather tired of you hitting me.
What language do you speak that in?
Common.
Common?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does it look like he understood what I said?
Nope.
Okay, great. That. This. That's good. 12 damage.
12 damage. Wow.
That is.
Wowie, wowie.
Wow.
Try something.
Fire. 12 fire.
Cool.
Wow, Blubsy.
And in Undercommon, he calls this out. I'm texting it to you directly.
Okay. You said I took 6 the second time?
Yes.
Right.
6 and then 6?
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll respond
Okay.
if I can.
Mm-hmm.
You can come back to me. I want to come up with a response though.
Okay.
I just don't want to hold up combat.
Yippee.
All right. So, this little old lady drops down behind you and goes shank shank.
There was more than one tablet of spider climbing here.
Man, everybody's joining the Everybody Hates Gia Club.
A really good perception check walking into this room. I don't know why I didn't notice things on the ceiling.
Your Honor,
This is what we call an assassin.
Your Honor, I plead.
Really good
I went
stealth.
the wrong way.
And she wasn't in visible range when you came in. That is going to be a math. 8 to hit and 21 to hit.
The 8 misses. The 21 hits.
Okay.
D4.
That doesn't sound like D4.
I'll just say if only you knew.
In the language of Warden?
Yep.
Cool. He said something and then y'all understand. But it's the same language that the dude called out in. Alright, you're gonna take... So 8 points of slashing damage and 3 points of poison damage.
Okay. Poison doesn't do anything though, right?
No, there is no effect to this.
Okay.
As she comes around, tries to
That
get
was
you behind
11,
the
That was
knee.
11 total.
Yes.
Okay. 8. You said 8 and 3.
Then yes. Comes around, catches you, tries to hamstring you behind the knee.
Okay.
Yeah, she's gonna try and pop away.
I get an opportunity attack.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
She could use over.
Does it have to be a melee attack?
Yes.
Opportunity attacks have to be melee?
It's not a spell attack, definitely.
You had your core step out anyway, right?
Yeah.
Now you can take
I mean,
a
I
feat
think
that
it's
gives you
technically-
access
it's
to
technically
spell
always
attacks,
Okay.
but it requires a feat to do that.
Okay. One moment also, please.
Just to ask a question
Okay.
for eventually mine. Is asking Fred to utilize his abilities by me basically tossing him onto said body bonus action or action?
It definitely wouldn't have any effect short term. It would be long term effects.
Yeah.
But I would say if you'd already set it up, it would probably be a bonus action to toss on a target within 10 feet. Anything more than that would require an action.
Okay.
But because y'all haven't set this up previously, you'll need to take an action to set up something.
Okay. To communicate it. And
Mm-hmm.
got it.
Could she just open it up and yell attack?
Well, he's just propped on my shoulder this entire
17 to
time.
hit.
Oh. 17 to hit.
17 to hit.
That's where he's
That
going
does
to
hit.
sit forever.
Good.
He's going to be on my shoulder unless otherwise said.
Okay.
Nice. Hopefully nobody
So he's a parrot.
swings down.
Pretty much. That, and I want to make sure he's not doing things he shouldn't be doing. So keeping visual on him is probably a thing.
I'm keeping him in the creature spot, so I make sure he doesn't do creature things.
That's 10 damage.
Holy.
Nice.
Slapped with stick.
Yeah.
Not bad for an
Smack.
attack of opportunity.
And as she's running away, because I assume she runs away immediately after she hits
Yeah.
me,
Shank
So-
run.
I'm going to curse at her and say, "You witch!"
I was thinking a slight variation on that.
Yes.
In the language.
In the
previous-
language she understands, yeah. No, I'm not saying what the curse was. I'm just saying I cursed and then I also said, "You witch."
Hooray.
But none of you can understand it.
Love it.
She
There's a
responds
feeling.
from the shadows.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm not gonna start a tete-a-tete because
Yeah.
that's not how speech works in combat. So
Yeah. All right. Eritrea, turn is yours.
Alright. Since that is going to take longer than just a simple bonus action, which was the hope. I'm going to attempt to hit the witch running away.
The assassin. Okay.
I'm going to drop the short sword to draw my long bow.
Okay. Attempt to make an attack.
Plus 8, so 21.
21 hits. Full damage.
And that's D plus D4. 8.
8 points of damage.
well, no wait, you shot
Or
it.
sorry,
Yeah. Say, hold on.
hold on. Hold on a minute.
She didn't add mod.
I did not mod.
Oh.
12.
You catch her by the leg and she goes down, face plants.
Just to
Dead.
clarify. Okay.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Can I speak now?
I suppose so.
Okay. I'm gonna say, and now you're dead.
In common or?
No, in undercommon.
Okay.
Alright, let's see if I can do
Cool.
anything else useful.
Bonus action?
I'm going to. No, that won't work. Do it next turn though. Can I use bonus action just simply to communicate?
It's a free action, but yeah.
Okay, regardless.
To Fred. Can I set that up
suppose
as a
so.
bonus action by itself without performing it?
I think that would be more of a conversation or an action spent to express that intent.
I feel like we had this part of this conversation when we were negotiating this friendship, but anyway.
Details. The devil's in the details.
Details. Minor details. I don't remember what that's from, but I know I remember it.
Alright.
Well, Winifred, you're gonna be up next, so go ahead and queue up your actions while she's finishing.
Bonus action to simply just pull one of the stone knives and throw at
You know what?
person.
You made a weapon attack? That's not a light weapon. Nope. Your longbow is not a light weapon, so you can only engage
so I
in two-weapon
can't-
fighting with a light weapon.
Gotcha.
So,
Okay. Then, nope, nothing to do.
rule of cool, yes, but unfortunately, no. Sorry.
That's fine.
There's a feat that'll let you do that. Called two-weapon fighting.
Get there.
Or dual wielder, whatever it is. The one that you have.
Anyway,
Alright, turn is yours.
so Winifred is going to situate the lizard pug on top of her head, front legs holding her hair, back legs holding the tops of her ears, just clasped on like a helmet. And with a very squeaky battle cry, she is going to run into the ether to garner some information.
Okay. Where'd he go? Here he went. You see him tucked in back here. He sees you pop around, raises his shield and sword down, kind of at low ready.
Screeching to a halt where she sits now, she's going to point at him and cast Sacred Flame again.
Do it!
I
Actually,
need you to do it.
Yeah, dex save.
it's a 2.
That is not gonna...
It's not gonna do it!
not quite.
Please do good damage.
I won't. 4.
4.
Plus anything?
Apparently not.
Oh, really?
I know, right?
Spells don't normally get mods added to the damage, unfortunately.
I've always found that quite silly. It's why I play
Same.
fighter.
It's how it keeps martial characters from falling even further behind.
Your Honor, martial characters keep up so well.
Yeah.
Plus 8.
Yeah, I
It's just a
fully
hit.
I fully agree. No, it's but
That's
yeah, but it's
very
also then
close.
+4 on or 6 on damage.
It's not plus 6 on damage.
That's at least 4.
It's with my mods. It's a +4 with the dice. So
Right.
then plus.
Plus 2 for the proficiency.
The proficiency is only on the attack roll,
No,
right?
proficiency's only on the attack. The
Yeah.
reason I get the extra is because
Oh,
I have
yes,
deadly
yeah.
strikes.
Right. Yeah. So regardless, I agree that
Your tune's gonna change in 5 levels.
Your
I was
Honor,
about
I'm
to
not
say,
gonna
to
be
be
fighting
honest,
this character
I've
in
been
5
hearing,
levels.
I helped so and so, or I get to.
that's because I've been rolling good on damage.
True.
You know, the reason
If I roll bad on damage, I get no help.
Yeah, my thing is, I used to play clerics
I
all the
use
time.
anything
The
other than
reason
my
I
bow.
started
I can't
spamming
hit
human
basically,
fighter
no.
is
So
because I
how
found it
often
so
do you
silly
get
that
to
they
just
don't
be
get
like,
bonuses
you
on
attack
their
me,
stuff.
I burn you.
Like,
Um,
yeah, they have a lot going on. However, I like damage output.
Or engagement.
I mean, yeah.
So anyway, I have gotten the information
That's
I
still
wanted.
pretty
I found out
That's
where
not
that guy went.
Yeah. So, Nimbus, and actually he would have been here because then Nimbus wouldn't be able to see him. Nimbus, turn is yours. But now we know where he is.
Oh, I know where he is?
Yeah,
It's-
because I ran out there into the ether.
There is
and
public knowledge
You
now.
could have turned around when you heard Winifred going.
so-
And you saw the flash of light.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just.
But
At
I
the hearing of the noise,
can't-
Eritrea has flashes of horror.
what's his cone of vision right now? Has he seen me?
You're hidden.
Yes.
Yeah, you're gone.
But I
dude.
can't reach him and attack.
You got a bow.
No, I don't. At the moment.
Yeah, you can.
I dropped the bow.
That's
So you could,
he's 30 feet. He's 35 feet away. If
If
you
you
move
dr-
30
if you-
feet, you can catch him around the corner,
if you
or you can always take a dash action as a bonus action because
because
cutting
you're a
action.
rogue, yeah. Or if you
Because
if
you're
But
fast.
dash. Oh!
You can dash as a bonus action.
You guys are so
you
right.
dropped the bow where
But
you're
wait.
standing, you could just pick it up. Too.
No, I'm saying I dropped the bow back here.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Then yeah.
So you're saying I can reach him here?
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can attack.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
kind of whip him around the corner.
He's within. Within.
I would give him a half cover around the corner, but yeah, it's plus 2 AC. If you want to spend your bonus action, you can take the dash action.
You have advantage on your attack.
But he has a shield.
He's just got +2 to his AC.
Mhm.
Yeah, but he's
Just
holding a shield, then he probably has a plus something else.
Yeah, but if he's wearing leathers, then like his AC is maybe 15 right now.
All right, I'll
So
go
far,
for
the
it.
trend has been 16.
I'll go for it.
You don't, hey, if you want to dash, all I'm saying is if you dash with your bonus action, you can't hide this turn.
Yeah.
So
No, I
And which weapon are you attacking with?
it's a rapier.
Rapier. Okay.
yeah. If I do the sword, I can get an extra d6. No, I'll start with the rapier.
Wise choice. Because this guy's looking pretty rough.
Ooh, nice. Does a 23 hit?
You still have advantage.
Try for a
if you
crit?
Try and crit.
Do you have advantage?
Does a 23 hit?
23 hits.
I rolled a 15 on that one, so a little lower. Alright, that is sneak attack, so an extra 2d6. Plus
Snake, but no poison.
Right.
Alright, that is...
Surely enough to kill him.
Yeah.
Ideally.
That is an 8 plus a 6 plus a 3 plus a 4. That is a total of
14, 18,
21.
21.
They're dead. So as you pop around the corner and you're thrusting around the side, you hear him call out in his foreign language, which Gia understands.
Yo.
Your Honor, I plead fighting these guys so Nimbus can kill them. That's literally what I'm doing. I'm just running around finding guys.
Nimbus, point! Fetch!
Over there,
He's
over there,
Ash or
over there.
Pikachu.
Nimbus, I choose you!
Nimbus, cast
And,
Go-Go Gadget,
I
kill
forgot the
him.
most important detail.
Oh, good.
What was
More
that?
stuff.
Oh.
Since you swung around the corner,
Regale
so
us.
did he. Oh no.
Okay.
So he speaks his foreign language, and then he just there's this bubbling gurgle as he dies from impalation.
Yeah,
Impalement.
I pull out the sword and I say, "Speak louder! You're not making any sense." Where I am right now.
Thank you. Hit the side on the rock.
Do I see anybody wearing them?
See another dead body?
Okay, but there's no other people in the immediate
No.
vicinity.
Not within your line of sight.
Can he see down this tunnel? This
Yes.
hallway?
Oh, that's a first. Only 11 for stealth.
Wow, only 11 for stealth.
I don't believe you.
I'm sorry, guys. I can do better.
We know, we've been seeing it. It's
Well,
okay.
you haven't been.
Yeah.
This is embarrassing.
Gia, this turn is yours.
This never happens.
The
Okay,
wizard on
so-
my head is embarrassed for you.
So I guess before it's officially my turn, can I respond to what I heard or no?
I suppose so.
Okay. I'm gonna call out in common. They're about to retreat. Watch the exits. And then to my new soon to be dead friend in front of me, if I can.
Uh-huh.
Can I say one more thing?
I suppose so.
Okay, so in undercommon, I'm gonna say, bad news, friend. You're about to join the rest. And I'm going to move the curse.
Yes. Bonus action.
Yep.
Thank
move
you.
the curse. And I am going to. If I do a spell as a reaction, do I then get to cast a spell as an action?
Yes, because as long as the reaction's not on your turn.
Okay.
Well,
But the reaction.
I have
is
to look at that because there's some weird dubious stuff that can be done with casting a spell and counters.
Okay.
Tell me what you're planning to do, and I'll see if it fits. Because if you're talking your retaliation, that was not on your current turn, and that's
No.
also not a spell.
No, I'm not talking that.
And moving the curse was not a spell.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about moving, possibly protecting myself, and then attacking with a spell. Well, I guess it wouldn't matter because this. No, it's fine. So I'm gonna move.
Okay.
Because I'm tired of having disadvantage, so I'm gonna move.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah. Now you can cast a cantrip
Right.
in a level
Yeah.
spell.
So I'm gonna move and provoke opportunity.
Okay. Yeah, he's
Throw
gonna
it.
roll it because he's got nothing better to do.
Just in case.
He was gonna.
Yeah.
Does
no,
a
never.
15 hit?
Not with my reaction.
You're
So
gonna spend the spell slot on that?
I am.
Okay. He rolls again.
No.
Or
no,
how does this work?
nope. I'm casting shield.
Oh, you're casting shield.
Yes.
I didn't realize you had that.
Yes.
I thought you were saying you were casting
Nope.
silvery barbs.
I'm casting
This makes
shield.
a lot more sense.
Yes.
Yeah, so it just misses it, bounces off. It bounces off the,
Yeah.
The incandescent magical energy that you put up in front of you.
Yep.
Very cool.
And then, so as that spark fades, another spark's going to be right behind it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the same bolt of energy.
Cool.
Did you just use the rubber and glue defense?
What I did was definitely hit because I rolled 21. So
21 does hit.
okay.
Roll damage. I'm gonna say this. You need 8.
Unfortunately, not 8. That's 5.
It's 5.
3 necrotic.
Wants to retreat, I get attack of opportunity.
If he moves, yes.
Okay.
But
Good
now,
news.
but now the fear of God's in him.
Yes.
So.
It's his turn.
Yep.
Because this boy is what we call a drow,
Mm-hmm.
he is going to cast darkness on himself. There is a 20-foot bubble of darkness. Everyone is blinded in it. He's going to book it. Start moving.
20 foot. He's casting darkness on himself.
On himself, and the bubble follows him.
Okay. So
And
1, 2.
she should still
completely
technically
doesn't matter that I have dark vision.
Correct.
she should still technically get. An
You can
attack
still get your
opportunity.
attack opportunity because you
Just
hear him going by. It is at disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Yeah.
Okay. I will.
Be a legend.
With the +8.
I'm just gonna.
Not
gonna,
the plus
like,
8, just plus 6.
probably for myself.
Oh.
Yeah.
This isn't her
Okay,
specialty.
let's go.
Oh, she's got her sword out.
Yeah.
No, she has her bow out.
I have my bow out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay,
She,
plus 8
she
then.
shot that one last. Just be a legend. Roll double 20.
Alright, that's an 11.
That's enough.
It would be enough.
Oh baby!
It's enough.
It sounds like
Roll
it's dead.
damage.
That's not.
Oh,
you guys-
Actually, just your modifier alone is going to kill him.
Yeah, but
How do you want to do it?
yeah, but really kill him.
But really, kill him. How dead is he?
It's gonna make looting him a
14.
pain.
Oh, very dead. How do you want to do this?
Alright. So I'm going to hear him, just hear the footsteps, and just close my eyes completely.
Uh-huh.
Trying to track his direction purely by sound. I'm just gonna draw it back. Take a deep breath, just hold it for a second. And then as soon as I hear his next step, let it fly.
Okay.
It's gonna hit him right to the left of his spinal cord,
Nice.
piercing directly through what I assume would be his heart.
Would be correct. Sharp. So this drow, he kind of gives the order to retreat, throws down this bubble of darkness to give himself the cover of night, to withdraw from just this insane assault from a side of the cave that's never had bipedal creatures this tall before. Starts to retreat. Step. 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 He falls, and the first thing y'all notice is the bubble of darkness goes down as he loses consciousness. But his body keeps moving. It takes another couple of steps, and then it face plants.
Nice.
As there was this command that he had sent his body, and it was just still moving and operating on that, and there was still the momentum rolling. And he kind of rolls end over end as he goes through and just completely ragdolls. He is very dead.
So
I
I immediately
combat.
heard, I am one with the Force. The Force is with me.
Oh,
Combat has concluded.
I was just thinking she's Donnie Yen.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Donnie Yen. Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Donnie Yen's character in Rogue
Oh, I
One.
haven't seen Rogue One.
Oh, wait, there's another Donnie Yen where he just draws an arrow at.
I mean, he's blind in John Wick 4.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
Donnie Yen just
Oh.
wants to be blind.
Yeah.
That's my typecast. I play blind characters.
Yeah.
Next, Helen Keller, played by Donnie.
My brain just went to like, okay, have a Merida moment. Have a Merida moment
Who's Merida?
from Brave.
Oh yeah.
The half-decent Disney princess movie from the last decade.
Yes, thank
Or-
you.
She's
Penguin
Atreus.
being the other one.
Title
Boy.
Balder.
Balder.
Brave for me.
There's a reason my cat's named after him.
All right.
All I've heard about Brave is that it had a really good trailer, and then it was like a boring movie.
It was okay.
It's okay.
It was okay.
Yeah, I've never.
I
It wasn't bad, and it wasn't pushing
If
stuff.
anything, I enjoyed the
So-
cultural motifs more than
Yes,
anything else.
I
that was
would-
pretty cool.
I would like to not shout, but call out loud enough and undercommon. If there's any of you left, I suggest that we negotiate.
Pitter patter, pitter patter. No, just kidding. No response.
Okay, I'm gonna cough a little and then bend down to pick up the torch and wipe some blood away from my mouth.
Winifred is going to turn this corner to see a beaten, bloodied, and battered Gia, and get him with a little cure wounds.
Well, what a cure wounds action.
So, I mean, for all intents and purposes, I would like to short rest.
For all intents and purposes, are we allowed to short rest?
Yeah, you're allowed to
Yeah,
short
I
rest.
would rather
Okay,
just.
because I never know with him.
Yeah, I would like to just short rest.
For all intents and purposes, I
This
would
is the
like.
first time you rolled dice with me.
Your Honor, I've watched all the videos.
Rolling for
It's true.
shade. Not one.
I'd like to do the looting, please.
Yes, you may do the looting.
I would
I'll
like to do the
So
as
you can
well.
you can still feel free to like come around and like look at me, but I'm gonna plop down on the ground.
Actually, before
Okay.
I do the looting, I would like to retrieve my arrows.
You may do so. Roll
Oh, yeah.
survival.
So
Survival.
Gosh, this is a jealous die. I rolled a 2, but it
Yeah.
would add up to it.
No, so as the arrow was stuck in the archer's neck, it snapped when the archers hit the ground.
Worth it.
12?
Oh,
You recover half your arrows.
Okay.
but I'll take whatever arrow she had. the archer.
Correct.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I guess you probably have a loot thing.
So the art, yeah. So I'm gonna do this. I'm just gonna
Down.
go through, generate the loot as it's seen. I'm gonna do this right now because I just rolled for this. She has 7 arrows, so mark that down. And then I need everyone to make investigation or perception rolls for looting.
Hooray, perception.
I'm scared.
Just the one?
Dang, I ain't
Yes, just the one.
Alright, let's see what new die says.
13 for perception.
Okay.
12 for perception.
Okay.
16 for
Bless
perception.
you. Oh, I'm sorry. Make that 18 for perception.
Okay.
18 as well.
Different
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So, very clearly off the bat is those 7 arrows that I already announced.
Okay.
Um,
I will write this.
you've got a rapier. You've got 2 scimitars, 2 shields, 5 sets of leather armor,
Is this what type of leather armor?
drow leather armor. Suited to fit a medium creature.
Okay.
May need minor tweaking and modifying to fit well, but should fit most. At least one of y'all should be able to find one set that fits you adequately. Additionally, you find 2 very exotic-looking knives on the assassin. They are curved and bladed on 2 sides of the handle.
Cool.
So it's like you've got the grip, and it's got a curved blade coming out this way and a curved blade coming out this way.
That's hot.
Mark that down as 2 drow death knives.
Drow, D-R-A-U-G-H?
DROW.
Thank you.
D-R-O. Weird. Okay. Wow, yeah. I like spell check.
Anything further?
Furthermore, as I get the ambient going correctly, 18, 18, 12, 13.
discover a gold mine.
On the leaderly looking dude, the guy with the rapier, you find kind of a badge of office. For anyone who can read Undercommon, it's just squad captain.
Was the one with the rapier the one that died last?
No, he was the one who died in the middle. He was the one who died
Over yonder.
And
that zone-ish.
yeah. Okay.
Instead of the badge of office.
Yeah, badge of office, squad captain.
Gotcha.
Made of silver.
Ooh.
Small. And then as far as gold and currency looting, actually, let me see here.
I'll just add this to the dwarves stuff.
That's where our random encounter tables are. Why did I not know that that's where those were? Dang.
You were so busy planning things that you didn't think about the random encounter.
I thought that they weren't in this book for whatever reason.
Honestly, I'm glad they are.
Yeah. Because I knew they used to, I knew they existed somewhere, I just didn't know where it was.
Did that roll? Okay, it's a 12. I thought that rolled a 20 for a second. I was getting salty.
Okay. You've got 2 potions of healing.
I don't remember the next things.
12 pieces of silver, and 8 pieces of gold.
These guys were loaded.
Well, bet.
So 8 gold.
8 gold, 12 silver, and 2 potions of healing.
Okay.
Unfortunately, they did not have the chance to use. And you know what? For what this is worth, what I'm going to do is I'm going to implement tentatively this house rule for healing potions. You can choose to consume it on a bonus action, whereas you roll for it. If you consume it with an action, you get max healing on it.
I like that.
It's chosen to represent hastily gulping it down and not quite getting everything and the full benefit of it, versus taking your time with it, making sure you take it, swallow it fully,
The quality
really
control.
really work it down, and you get filled with more healing as you spend a little more time with it. Administering a health potion is always going to be an action, and it is always rolling when you're administering it to someone else.
Okay.
So mark that all down. That is your loot from this encounter.
I will message this latest copy.
Cool. You know what? I'm going to make a loot channel.
That would be awesome. We just need to keep adding channels until it's like impossible to keep up with.
Alright, as we return. So, you guys are not actually on the map where you are seen on the map. You are... I actually have to think about this now. So you're traveling through the cave system, going through... you just keep going, travel another couple of hours, and you eventually come out on this... kind of this low spot.
We found some health potions, right?
Yes.
We got 2.
Please tell me y'all noted that all down.
How much do they
I
heal
noted
for?
everything down.
2d4 plus 2.
They heal for 2
Oh.
4 plus 2.
I was waiting for a potentially new channel to pop up. I'll post it.
Yeah, it popped up.
Oh, it is there?
Yes. Loot channel. Do you see it? Or did it not take correctly?
I'm just copying my notes.
Oh, perfect.
And hit dice is just the value that you roll, right?
Hit dice is value you roll plus constitution. Oh, and all, yeah.
When
Go
you,
ahead
When
and
you use them?
when you use your hit dice, yes.
Okay, so it's value you roll plus con.
Yes.
Okay, so that's...
And yeah,
I
go ahead
just-
and gain the benefits of your short rest.
I
Do
just
whatever you
posted
want.
what I currently have of our loot.
Cool.
And please don't judge my spelling.
Don't worry.
I'm not judging your spelling, I'm judging your face.
None of us can spell.
Speak for yourself.
I will.
Good.
I can't spell.
Not for yourself either.
I will.
Okay.
You're empowered.
I have to very deliberately enunciate the word immediately whenever I spell it, because I can't spell the word immediately.
It's okay. I still, every time, say Wednesday.
Yes. Wednesday.
I always say it when I'm typing it immediately.
For whatever reason, received, I always have to use autocorrect on.
I before E, except after C, unless I can way is a neighboring way.
Yup. Alright, so have y'all gained the benefits that y'all want to take from your short rests? Everything
I don't get spells back from a short rest, right?
That is correct.
Alright, then I'm
You
good.
ain't no wizard or warlock. You're a cleric.
Your Honor, I'm good.
Wizards are good.
I'm less dead than I was.
Woo, less dead is good.
Hey, that's better than more dead.
Oh, and in case you need to hear it explicitly, I did go back and pick up my bow.
Oh, yes. Fair.
Just so it's on the record, on camera.
I picked up my short sword.
Understood. I imagine y'all gathered up all of your equipment that wasn't expressly lost.
Yes.
I picked up the cinders of my sacred flame.
Clumping it in your arms. So, as y'all travel, you traveled about another 2 hours down the tunnel, and you come out in kind of this low section. As you come in and look up, you see this. I would say sprawling, but that doesn't really. It's not really the word. It's
Before, hold on. So, before we, as we start to leave from our short rest, I'll get up and, I guess only Winifred cared that I was almost dead, so thanks, Winnie. But also, there are more ahead of us.
I was also thinking, did we glean anything about the identity of our assassins?
Viewing their corpses.
Yeah, is that information?
not outside the fact that they're
We got
dark
a badge.
elves.
We got a badge of honor. or
Yeah, you
badge
got
of
a
squad
badge of
captain.
office, so to speak, squad captain from the rapier dude.
But that only tells us so much.
Tells us there's a hierarchy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's nothing
We
distinct or specific.
Is there any numeration of a squad captain?
What?
Like, is there any type of numeration to dictate that there's any? Is there a number? I'm going bleach here. But I can
Yeah.
tell. Is there a number on like the squad captain badge or anything like
can
that?
we tell what his rank was?
Right. Yeah.
Just squad captain.
Or any orders
Or any order.
on their person.
Like paper orders.
So far they just sound like the
I assume that's what you
HOA.
meant. I assume that's what you meant was paper orders. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly, considering how long we've been down here and how much damage we've caused.
So, as I was saying, there are more ahead of us. We need to be ready for a fight.
Good point.
They were. We are going to be walking into something well defended.
Can we disguise ourselves?
I mean,
At this point, I would
I don't.
like to have a solid conversation with Fred about helping in combat.
I don't think that is going to help.
What if Fred is going to?
Simply because they, unless you can make, maybe for you it will help. The rest of and Winifred, for the rest of us, not so much.
So, probably can't. That that leather armor would try to fit on Gia. No, it's no support.
That you would need to do more than just don their leathers. You would need to darken your skin and bleach your hair.
I've had some wild parties. I'm
They are going to be hostile to anything that is not them.
Please tell me she has a spell for this.
doubtful.
Doubt well
Yes.
placed.
I just want you all to be aware walking into either a trap or something, or into their home.
So are we just at the end of a tunnel, or?
Yes. So what happens is you all come out and you exit the tunnel into a massive open sprawling cavern, similar to that of where the goblins were, but smaller in scale. As you look out in front of you, there's a steady and low incline as the floor begins to raise in the general direction of this keep that you see. So it's a keep on a small hill. You have a front wall with turrets that are visible, and in the back right corner is a much significantly larger turret. Probably twice as big around as the others, and 2 to 3 times as tall, with no open top. Whereas these are open topped turrets, presumably so that archers can stand there. You don't see the archers there, but I just have them there so I can put them out when they show up, or when you get within range to see them. You see off to the left of it that there's a small kind of supporting village, if you will, that continues down off the hill to the left of you. But there is a clear path up to the keep from here. In that village, you've got lights, torches, just people just generally out working, out and about. You hear just the sounds of not the town sounds you're accustomed to from the surface, but that you hear the sounds of working, but definitely not of conversation. So the striking of metal, the shuffling of feet, the moving of goods. It's a little unusual and unnerving for you guys. But, however, all that said, at the top of this tower here, the one that's 3 to 4 times as tall as these, or I guess 2 to 3 times as tall, and twice as big around, there is a brightly glowing something suspended above the It is a brightly glowing pillar that emanates with this kind of, you're not sure if it's thermal energy or light or both, but it's casting a degree of light around the keep to illuminate the immediate vicinity.
It's not a giant eye above it by any chance, is it?
No, not a giant eye. For any of you who have read the Legend of Drizzt books, it's similar to their timekeeping stone in the center of town that they light on fire, and how in the Legend of Drizzt, how Drow work in that universe, or in that iteration of the D&D verse, their dark vision is actually infrared sight, so they're actually able to see temperatures, much like people commonly think snakes do.
They're the predator.
Yes, they're the predator. They have thermal vision. So they actually, how that society would track time is at the precise moment every day, they heat up the pillar, and just as the passage of time moves on, it changes in color, and that's how they track time in the day. This is similar, however, it appears to actually glow with visible lights, with light from the visible spectrum as well. But it's a reddish glow for you surface folk.
Above table, you said they see thermally.
No,
in the book series.
In the series,
Not here.
not.
Here it's just dark vision as per rules,
Yeah.
but it's out to 120 feet instead of 60 feet.
Okay. And this is clearly a drow. Obviously, it's not like goblin makeshift stuff.
This
Yes.
is bigger than goblins.
This is far bigger than goblins. This is like a properly built and carved keep of
What is
sorts.
the dwarves never mentioned that they were facing drow?
Is that above
It's
the
been
law?
closed off.
No, this is a thought.
Okay.
Nimbus is having.
Out loud?
Sure.
It's possible that this is new.
They did say it's been closed off for a very long period of time, if I remember correctly.
Over 100 years, I believe you're right.
By the way, good shot earlier.
Mm-hmm.
If you didn't kill them, this would definitely be a trap.
Well, I try to strike when I can with an arrow.
If only we all could be so true.
Winifred does the go team.
So we see this keep, though.
Yes, you see the keep. It's hard to miss it.
Any ideas on how to get in unnoticed?
Can I?
She is asking me for ideas.
Oh.
Can
I'm
I
freaking
have,
out,
while
y'all.
you're doing this, can I have a
She's
conversation
asking you
with
for
Bud?
unnoticed.
You can.
Okay.
And that conversation basically goes that
Okay.
he's unable to do anything short term, but
Yes.
if he is put in place, he can do
Yes.
long term
Actually,
effects
yes.
and slowly weaken
I am
people over
Um,
time.
at least
I
useful
figured that
here.
that was probably what it
Yeah,
is.
but this is talking over the course of multiple,
I'll wait
Multiple
till I
turns.
finish that.
not even multiple turns,
I'm
multiple
next.
long rests.
Oh.
Because
Wow.
his whole
If
thing
we-
is that
if we're
he
going for
prevents
unnoticed,
creatures from getting the
I
benefits
don't
of
think
rest.
Miss Heavy Armor here is going to be
Okay,
Miss Clomp
so it wasn't just
Yeah,
simply
Miss
draining of life force.
Yeah.
So it's not like a
It
small
is.
take
My bet
damage.
that would be
It is, but not at the scale of turn by turn combat.
She is cloak as
Okay,
like a cover.
understood.
He is very much an out of combat tool.
I don't think we should
And
Alternatively, he could be attached
we
to
should
something
turn our tank
if you
into a
find a way to
special.
eventually
no,
communicate
no.
with
I'm
him.
also not interested in
outside
2
of
hours the wrong
speech.
direction.
Yeah.
yes.
He could be used as a tracking device or as
So-
a scout of some sort. But
I do have an idea though.
That's what I was actually going to ask with this conversation going on in the background. Could we use him to scout ahead right now? With how
possible,
small he is.
certainly possible.
So
He would be limited in the speed at which he can move, but certainly possible.
So my
Tiny.
thinking to answer Gia's question.
And Ethan, hold that question.
In front of us is what looks like a sprawling miniature civilization full of intelligent people.
I think technically the civilization is down off to our left.
Yes, so you guys are coming
This
from
is
this
is
direction,
literally in front of us.
and the village is off
Okay.
that way, but it's adjacent-ish.
Yeah.
So like, what do we see in front of our face? It's a fort.
In front of your face is about a 100, 200 yard run up a slight incline to the fort.
Okay.
So there is a village nearby, but
Now,
Yes, the village is about 50 or 100 yards off this way.
are the towers connected by walls, or are they just
You
standalone
got-
structures?
Tower, wall,
for the
wall
record,
to a thing. Wall.
for the record, DM, the village is only half a football field or a full football field away.
From the castle, from the keep, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I just wanted to put it in perspective.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
at least
don't-
the far edge of the town.
our odds of just moving forward, unless there's tremendous cover in front of us, are fairly small without being spotted. I think that there would be a natural blind spot on the side of the towers. If we could scale one of the towers, we would have a straight shot along the wall to towers of our choice. If we could climb it, which
How tall are these?
So
I'm not interrupting.
No, no,
yeah,
that's good.
so the main walls, 15 feet up. The towers are double that, so it's 30 feet.
So the towers are 30 feet tall.
Yes, 30
Oh,
feet
that's
to
nothing.
the edge, and then that we're talking the bigger tower in the back. We're talking 60 feet.
30 feet, you say?
Yes.
We
That is doable.
I-
like I don't know that's what I'm saying. We don't have any rope.
we have somebody who doesn't need rope.
We do have somebody who potentially doesn't need
We have a person.
That is just.
I'm thinking we find a spot where we can keep an eye on the guard that we wait. There's probably guards up there.
Reasonable assessment.
I'm thinking that Misty Step could potentially hop up there. Try to be as quiet as possible. Let down a rope, and we bypass much of the process of getting through this area. We take one tower of our choice, and then we walk across to the glowing tower.
Remind me our verdict on when I teleport other people. I go with them?
Rules is written, you send them in place of yourself.
That's what I thought.
If you have the ability to teleport one of us, I would be willing to
I was going to
stealth it.
I can imagine that you might have better chances of being quiet upon arrival than myself.
I don't understand. I think we should send Winifred clearly.
Clunk, 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 clunk.
She likes to take it.
You know, I'm still having recollections of those screams, and
That wasn't said in character. For the record,
yikes.
that wasn't said in character.
Winifred looks at you through the fourth wall.
I'm more than willing to be the person sent up.
Okay. Do we
Let us hope there is a rope up there.
We all have one rope with you.
We have.
Do we?
Yeah, you brought one of the ropes back.
I guess
Did we?
You left two there, and you brought the one with you. Because you wouldn't want all three of them cut if someone had cut the ropes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess.
I remember that specifically when I was going through and scrubbing footage for upload.
Okay.
Yeah, 'cause we left two.
Yeah, you left two
You
and
took
brought
the
back
one
the
that
one.
we used for the pipe.
We
I
left-
believe
I
so.
guess so.
Yes. We left two, dropped one in the gorge, and then the one we took back with us.
I'm willing to say that maybe we found one along the way as well, but yeah.
Actually, no.
No.
You didn't go to the place where you would have found it.
And she didn't process the spider web.
Not completely.
She processed 3 yards of it. Or 1 yard, sorry, 1 yard.
Um,
3 feet.
Well, she processed 10 feet of it and then another foot, but 10 feet of it was used. Well, a portion of it was used on the sweater.
And I don't want to
I
argue
plead,
it.
I only have what she wrote.
But
Yeah.
Then what she wrote is what you have.
I'm not,
Yeah.
I'm not so
I
certain
don't
he did.
remember it either, but it doesn't
But he
matter.
went through footage most recently, so I'm only
Okay.
interested.
If anything,
I know for a fact that y'all have one section of 50-foot rope.
Okay. I'm willing to accept that.
Of course you are. It helps you.
I mean, if nothing
I
else,
know. I know. That's why I'm not
Yeah.
What are you
pushing.
talking about?
If
I don't
nothing
know
else at
things
this
for my
point-
advantage.
if nothing else at this point, we could say that Winifred took Sora's rope after they parted ways from their miraculous escape.
Winifred pulls out the 50 feet of parting gift rope that's
Yeah.
sort
So-
of left there.
The
I'll give it to you. You can have it. You can have it.
Let's go. We have 100 feet of rope.
really.
Yeah, because I was Winifred. Sorry, I shouldn't say I. Wink. Winifred was just gifted a parting gift from Sora. 50 feet of rope.
Nice.
Or push.
Okay.
No, she used that to get out.
So, do you want to take a moment to spy out what we can see from here, or do we want to gung ho it to the nearest tower?
Oh, roll a perception.
Okay.
Just
Now, for what it's worth, so you are 150
I guess
to
I
200
can
yards
actually
out
see
right now.
this because of the light from the tower.
That is correct.
Hooray.
You can. Yes, you can.
Is it
For what it's
affecting
worth,
vision?
the distance
The-
this
that's
way
3 minutes past.
to the nearest cavern wall.
Say again.
So the distance here to the nearest cavern wall, about 50 yards.
Okay.
So this is kind of up in kind of a curve of sorts. This is actually up against a wall. The wall kind of does a zigzaggy kind of thing and then comes around. And it's closer here than it is way out there because there's actually enough space out to
There's
that direction for there to be actually a village.
okay. I'd like to ask a couple of above board questions.
Okay.
Just because I think there's some important details to hammer out now.
Yes. Also, for what it's worth, there are front doors here.
Front doors.
Yes.
And we're
Are
not
there walls in
technically.
front of us? To the sides.
He's asking if there's walls on either side of the doors attached
Yes.
to the tower.
But we're not that close to the keep
No.
right now.
That is correct.
So you're saying we just came out of a tunnel 5 feet in front of it?
No.
No, we're not that close.
So
right
your miniatures are just there so that we don't have to move them there once
Yeah.
y'all get there.
now. Yeah.
So we still have to approach.
You still have to
Yes.
approach. That is correct.
Yes.
Um,
And actually, Ethan, if you wouldn't mind pushing that card back just a
In-
smidgen.
in that case,
Scotch.
Like,
I'm
which
thinking
way?
that's a two-man
That way.
job.
This way?
Yes.
We
Right
take
there
it
you
to
go.
the wall.
Doors are revealed now.
Misty stepped me up there, and I let down a rope. At that point, everybody runs forward as I try to kill whoever's looking there.
Or you could, I face step you to the top of the tower. You take out whoever's on top. Presumably they may not have line of sight with the distance between the towers. And we may be able to scale the walls to take out stealth-wise.
Yeah.
We should try to move as undetected as possible.
Absolutely.
And I'm not saying don't kill. I'm saying don't get caught.
Oh, absolutely. I'm trying to think if this would have done prison time at some point, but that's a story for another time. What's the natural landscape leading up to the wall? What does that look like?
Leading up to the
Open.
doors.
Completely flat, no rocks, no nothing.
Minor rocks, pebbles, and stuff, but nothing of any significance.
Okay.
And it's a slow incline.
I was gonna say, you said it was an incline. Is it like
It's about like
is it like an incline on a hill, or is it like the whole thing is an incline?
more or less the whole thing is an incline, but it's kind of cresting to a hill.
Okay. Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me what the garb of the drow looked like?
Same as before. Honestly, as depicted on the miniature.
So just jet black leathers
Black leathers,
with dark skin and white hair.
dark purpley skin, kind
Jet
of like a gray
black
purple,
leathers.
I've played the dark elves before, so
white
it's
hair.
fine.
Can we?
So the other ranger I played was a dark elf.
Okay. Can we say that we took one thing of the extra of their garb?
Yeah, I did give the warning before we left from the short rest, so
All right. It's still leather armor, so it shouldn't change my stats. Why don't I dress up as one of them?
Did you all scalp one of them?
We certainly.
Disgusted.
Oh, scalps.
Scalp.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you scalp the drow like you were talking about?
Oh, I mentioned it.
I
at least.
mentioned, yeah, you
Yeah.
said something and I said the actual word.
I- the
scalp.
actual
You
words.
really no, we didn't. We talked about it.
We talked about it, but for all we know, I know how to skin animals, so that's entirely a possible thing.
All I'm saying is that you could
We'll
roll,
ask the Mohican.
It's like Apocalypto.
you could roll a really good persuasion roll to just say that you're built different.
I'm an
Okay.
albino.
I would like. Okay. I would like to try to disguise myself to look like one of them to the best of our ability, based off of what we took from them.
Did you scalp one?
Okay.
Did you?
Give me a minute.
He's asking if you scalped or if we scalped.
We could just say yes. He's asked 3
Considering the fact that they've, at least I would assume to me, they obviously seem to be assassins.
I do feel like that bit was
Pretty,
kind of rushed.
so pretty apparent. And
The post-
considering how stealthily we were trying to approach before, there's a chance I would have scalped one of them.
I
You
would
think so?
Yeah.
Considering the fact that I was on the border of both areas, I wouldn't put it beyond me.
Above table as well. Given the relatively speedy nature of post-battle that occurred, I would request that we have the opportunity to at least get one disguise
Yeah.
from
So that's why I'm asking if you scalped them.
one.
Did the one I put the arrow through the heart on.
Okay.
And I think a rogue maybe would have understood the value of having a disguise for, yeah, we didn't really get the opportunity to discuss, hey, these assassins, what are they like? Right?
How did they get here? What are they like? Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
What are the
But
favorite
What
foods?
drives the...
After observing the very
What's their favorite color?
unique features that were obviously shared between all of them, I would assume that they were probably all going to be of the same nature.
So let's say...
So you have drow hair on scalp. You have drow armor.
This is the role of a lifetime. So let's
Possibly.
say I took the more ridiculous elements of my equipment. Oh, can you tell me more about those sweet daggers that we pilfered from them, and
As far as stats are
The draw
concerned,
death
yeah,
knives.
like there was a whole like rapier, and
so just a rapier, just
Mhm.
looks nice but regular.
what about the stats on the
Death knives.
death
Death
knives?
knives. So that's 2d3 damage. So roll a d6, have it.
Okay.
So 2d3 damage on a light weapon.
Okay, we'll just say that I
So it's like the greatsword version of a short sword.
uh
Custom item, I made it up.
What's the stats on a scimitar?
1d6 slashing.
And it's a versatile
Group
weapon, so you can
permission.
do it with dex.
May I take the-
It's a yes, it's a finesse weapon.
the other rapier.
That's what I meant. Question.
Answer.
So,
People
2d3, 1d6,
I don't
got it. Odd number, up or down?
with my dual wield.
Round up.
That's fine. It ups my damage.
Other thing is it is also a finesse weapon, so it works with dex.
The
The
death knives?
knives, yes.
Interesting. So that gives me a +4, but I already have a +4 on that.
Yeah, the death knives help you get.
Classification for the actual martial
Oh, that's
symbol.
true.
It's a martial weapon. I considered making them exotic, but
So it's got to be
I want you to be able to use them.
it's got to be
I would also
D6
have-
D6
So
half rounded up, right?
That would give me
Okay.
proficiency then.
Okay. Okay. Some questions to the group. In character and above table. May I take the extra rapier as well as the captain's badge, and try to look like the captain,
It's fine with me.
just in case.
I
I
just-
think it'd be a good passable disguise.
I
Very
just
easy.
got a goofy idea.
I'd love to hear.
So if you disguise yourself as the captain, we could pretend to be prisoners and you could walk us through. Get us to the other side.
That seems difficult.
That's why I said it's a
Yeah,
goofy
that
idea.
that requires a lot more talking.
It does. However, luckily, Nimbus has a lot to say usually.
So here's
Yes,
the problem
but
though.
as you remember, Nimbus, with no disrespect, has said that he is a high elf, and these are not.
Your Honor, I plead, I forgot that.
Also, I would like to assume that based off of the demeanor of when they fought us, they were a bit more stoic than I would say we could passively work with.
Gia, I also just thought of something else. Can you teach me a couple of undercommon phrases?
I teach him all the swear words. I don't. That's not true. I
Why
The
can't it be
absolute
true?
memes.
don't. Because maybe I want to swear and I don't want him to know.
That's true.
Wait, you can
I can teach you some
whisper
words.
things in
Oh.
people's ears at distance, right?
I know not.
Yeah. Yes, but it does not. You do not get to start the conversation.
Can you start the conversation and me respond and give information?
Your response will not be silent. It is not mental. It is auditory.
I think
I'm gonna confirm this.
I'm willing.
I think that's
to,
inaccurate,
'cause that
but I
sounds-
could be wrong.
So I know our primordial and
There's two. This,
How long does it last?
Are you using message?
yeah, that's
Oh,
yeah.
shoot.
The cantrip is auditory. It's not mental.
Mm.
Winifred
Yeah.
also speaks under.
So they do
I didn't
reply in a
know that.
whisper. Correct.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, whisper is a different spell.
Mhm. Okay.
Well, so sorry. Repeat your question.
Can you explain a little bit how it works so I can determine if it'll be useful?
I have to know about where you are, and I can talk to you. I can say one phrase, one sentence, maybe two, and you can respond. But it is all audible, it's all verbal.
I could get around the verbal part.
Also,
So let's just say it's not something we can depend on.
It is useful, but not perfect.
Okay. Walking through the plan as it is so far.
Also, sorry, hold on. Are we talking loud enough? Or
I think so. You're talking a bit low, but
Oh, I'm
if you can speak up, that'd be preferred.
okay.
Especially
Sure.
given the ambient noise outside of the room.
All right.
I'll try and talk a little louder as well. That was mainly for me.
Yeah, no, I'm glad you said something. All right,
This is whispered.
Yeah.
no, never mind. Won't say it.
Okay.
Okay. So to recap our plan so far, for the benefits of all those standing nearby. So far, me and Eritrea walk alone to, as stealthily as possible, and as a small profile as possible. We walk along.
The only road you've ever known.
Down this end.
You know, weirdly enough, I actually really appreciate that reference. Anyway,
You tried to misty step.
Yeah.
You tried to misty step.
she misty steps me upward. Theoretically, she could also come up with me.
If you were to let down rope,
Do you not have 2 misty steps?
I could. Yes, that is correct. Although,
It might be worth saving one use in reserve in case things go sideways.
Perhaps I go up, see how things are, give a signal for you to come up, and we work from there to bring up the others.
You could give me a signal.
how
to
about
message
this?
You.
I will lend you my whistle, and if, upon reaching the top of the tower, it is unsafe, you are going to whistle twice. If it is safe, you shall whistle once, and Fred will inform me of your response.
Or maybe just, when it's not safe, I don't whistle at all.
Would any of us know anything about Drow?
You can't, just nobody can hear it. It's an inaudible whistle.
What information are you trying to get at?
If they would hear this whistle.
No, nobody would.
They would not.
They cannot
Okay.
hear the whistle. Only the Fae can hear the
This
whistle.
is something that
Well,
Eritrea would know. Yeah.
I'm just thinking for simplicity, I would probably only make a signal if it was safe.
If you do make a signal, if you do whistle, at that point, I will message you and you can convey a small amount of information about the status.
And call you up.
Yes.
For what it's worth, this castle is more or less bathed in dim light, and the towers, conveniently enough, across the long way, I just measured it out visually, it's 120 feet across. So, if it were pitch black darkness, that would be outside of their dark vision range. However, they see in dim light as though it were bright light out to 120 feet. So the dim light is actual dim light out to this point, so it's going to be harder for them to see and notice things this way.
So this way.
Long ways.
Okay.
Always.
Yeah. Short ways is only like 80 feet.
So I
Right.
suggest we scale
And
this tower because the height difference would also create a distance for.
also,
Oh,
sorry.
I just
Also,
thought,
this tower is the light source.
The light source is on top of it, yes.
Okay.
can we see if there
Casting a
any,
dull red glow.
can we see anybody on the interconnecting walls between the
Nope.
towers? Theoretically, we could also scale the wall and hit one of the towers via that
We
means
would then be within sight of their
multiple
dark vision.
towers. Yeah, that's right. So that would mean multiple exposure for multiple towers. Is it equidistant between the front 2 towers versus that side, those 2 towers, or is it a true rectangle or is it a square?
It's a true rectangle.
The thing is anybody on top of, potentially, if we knew there was anybody on top of this, it is twice as high, which would increase the distance of which they would need to see, I would assume, vertically at the very least. Potentially making it outside of our sight range.
Can we tell if there
Which is
are
why I suggest healing that.
battlements connecting any of the towers?
No, this is an enclosed, simple rectangular, one-floor building
Okay.
with a flat top,
So, but there's
and then there are towers that stick up from the corners.
But what I'm asking is there a walkway from that tower to that tower above?
If you count the roof,
Not counting the roof.
then no.
Okay.
Okay. A couple of closing questions. Eritrea, your friend, does he have any immediate effects on individuals?
Is he able to
No.
kill everyone?
It's only long term.
It's only he seems to only be able to long-term affect individuals when prolonged exposure over multiple long rests.
He can't just bite people.
I mean,
He could try.
He could try, but I doubt he could.
Can he transform into a basilisk and kill them all?
On the topic of
If you have true polymorph, you can.
But
How
he
fast
may
is
be
my bug
able
lizard?
to assist in terms of
20 foot.
getting information, considering how small he is. If we were to send him somewhere.
Somebody has
I
idea.
just,
I have another bad idea. We saddle Fred up on the pug lizard and we send it in as a distraction.
Well, what's Fred's move speed?
Yes, Fred
That is
faster.
actually a good question.
Is Fred faster?
He's really small, so.
but
If Fred's
small-
faster, that's
small creatures
embarrassing for
tend
the
to be-
lizard.
I was gonna say.
Can be really
10.
quick.
Well, no.
I need to think about this.
Because think of
Lightning.
The lizard apparently only has 20
Yes.
speed.
I mean,
so-
he outmaneuvered me at least once when trying to capture him. He is speedy.
Mhm.
well, it might be helpful to have something that can make noise.
Fred would be even more difficult to find, probably, just because of his size.
If he could make distracting noises on the way, that might bother guards. That would be useful.
Yeah, if we could send like some creature in
Oh.
here to be a distraction.
Oh yeah,
He could-
that's great. So
I'd
then
say
we
he
have,
can pull 30 foot movement
I
speed.
mean, he could just scout.
Okay.
he could probably scale the wall.
That's embarrassing.
It's a baby lizard, dude, okay?
He could probably
He's-
just-
He's just as fast as I am.
He could just
I
be the
appreciate
scout.
it.
Eritrea. He would be very useful as well for distractions.
If we're looking for a distraction, I might more suggest Glimpse as a potential candidate,
Yeah,
as he
Glimpse.
can easily appear and remove himself.
Feel free to ask him, but I've yet to see Glimpse be consistently reliable for
I believe you could pull it off your stealth maneuver in a pinch.
It's true.
Yeah.
You couldn't go get the rope, but maybe.
Well, we haven't tried that yet. We're gonna try that
It
one
was
back.
it was like a 2-hour walk to go back
Yeah.
to do that.
I also feel like a random dog at this point would be more concerning for intelligence creatures than goblins.
That's fair.
That's fair.
I think that our current plan is
Are
good.
we trying to create a distraction that would not arise attention though, or just a distraction so that we can remove threats? Because if they're not going to be alive after said distraction,
The
it's
for-
not really the point.
I think it would. The only thing I'm thinking, okay, above table. I'm thinking like Assassin's Creed, sort of. It would be nice to have something that could make noise at a certain point, so that it's not looking in the direction that I'm coming up.
Here's what I will say though, and this is why I'm kind of leaning away from it, is mostly because he is such a small creature, and my imagination of literally anatomy of small creatures, he's not going to be able to make much noise.
Mhm.
He can talk, yes, but I don't think he's going to be able to make audible enough noise to actually be able to create enough ruckus for somebody to.
Talk loud enough for you to hear him.
On my shoulder? On my shoulder?
Okay. If it's just me, I can still do it. But I'm just farming for advantages.
I
Before
understand.
we go much further,
Okay.
I should know the answer, so I'm just going to ask out of character. And then, based on the answer, I'll sync back in character. What are the effects of Misty Step?
A face step.
So Misty Step, you don't have access to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Face Step.
Face step.
Yeah. What are the what? How?
All right, face step.
How
You
does
can-
it work?
you
What
can
does it
imagine-
do?
It's self. It's a bonus action. Instantaneous. It's visually cued. So I have to be able to see where I'm putting you.
Right. What is the read the description of the effect?
All right. You can magically teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space you can see. You can use this trait a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus, and you regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest. Now, specific to our thing, I can only use it twice a day. There
Okay.
are I have a spring and winter variation.
Okay.
Spring variation is when you use your face step, you can touch one willing creature within 5 feet of you. That creature then teleports instead of you, appearing in the unoccupied space of your choice that you can see within 30 feet.
That was what you did to me.
Winter step is you can use your face step. One creature of your choice that you can see within 5 feet of you before you teleport must succeed a wisdom saving throw or be frightened of you until the end of your next turn.
Okay. When she used it on me, was there any audible or visual effect other than me literally just teleporting?
No, I'm gonna rule Face Step as literally knowing where to step between realms. It kind of like that principle of like when someone steps behind a tree and pops out behind a different tree.
So there is
It's
no,
very much like that. You're finding a little chink in reality where you're able to take a step, like 2 steps through,
Alright.
jump between realms, and pop right back out where you're
So
determined.
there is no. Hey, I just used magic.
No.
Okay, great. I just wanted to make sure because if there was, this plan doesn't work.
Uh-huh.
It's literally just blinking in and out of existence
Right.
from one
Okay,
to the other.
good.
Back in
You take a step behind an invisible curtain, pop out the other side.
back in character then.
I've thought of maybe a different potential use for your friend instead of an auditory source. If we could just have some sort of signal that there's a good time to suddenly appear on the corner of the wall, because there's a very good chance, depending on the rotation of the guard, if I just suddenly pop up there, they'll see me appear. Whereas if he can just crawl up the side of the wall, look and see if there's anybody nearby who can see us, make some sort of visual show that it's safe to go up, you Misty Step me up, we start on a good foot.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was trying to get at earlier. Was he could scout before you?
He can scout before you. That's not an issue. The issue lies in the fact that there's a limitation to the visual cues because it's not like he's bioluminescent or anything of that nature. And it's pretty dark, so getting a visual cue is going to be difficult.
You can put something on it.
We could put something on him, yeah. That's potentially an option, but
How-
how noticeable would the object that's on him be to
How glowy is the moss that we harvested earlier?
on it?
I mean, if nothing else, he could just like throw a rock down or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's more of a
Drop a
potential
pebble.
option. Drop something.
Oh yeah, he could have a pebble in his mouth and drop it or something.
Or knock something off the top of the tower.
And maybe you could work out some sort of system with him so that he could communicate to me when it's safe to move. But this, I don't know if I can ask this actually based off of what Nimbus knows, but is he capable of saying speech? Or is it mental?
He's capable of communicating with me verbally as of yet, and there's been indication that is a potential thing that could change. But
So
as of
he's-
right now, it's only verbal communication, and I am the only one present who speaks the language. That
Yeah, but I don't have to know a lot. I just need to know something like
a keyword.
safe, unsafe,
Go or stop.
guards.
And I circle back to the issue of small creature, 30-foot tower.
He can crawl on me,
Oh, if he's on you,
speak
yeah.
in my ear.
Yeah. As long as you're close enough to be able to hear him, is what I'm getting at.
Um,
Let again, if he throws a rock or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, okay. How about
Could just climb the tower, and if it is safe, he'd throw something down to indicate it is safe, and then if it is unsafe, just comes back down.
I can go up first, and once we secure a top floor, you can phase step up with me,
Can't face step up with you.
or whatever the
Send you up.
He meant join him up there, is what he meant.
whatever the alternative
Yeah, so
Throwing out a rope.
is. Save you. Yeah, that's fair.
So he goes up, and you go up.
Yeah.
And then she goes up.
As soon as it's safe up there, yeah. Okay.
Once we can secure the area.
So you go up how? You go up, she poofs you up, and then
Yep.
you rope. Okay.
As soon as he drops the pebble.
Okay.
Would you? Okay. First of all, would anyone like to offer an amendment to the plan or an alternative at this point?
No.
Yeah.
Okay. We do still have the issue of how we bring you two into the equation once we've secured the tower.
Once we've dropped a rope, we can
I can climb.
Climb.
I can climb the rope.
Okay.
And also, don't forget you have a slate of spider climb as
Yep.
well.
Yep.
Yeah.
You have that loot that I gave you.
Mm-hmm.
How much would I suck at that? I might use that cap.
Okay.
I'm heavy.
You would want to use it without the rope because using it when you already have the rope there is a waste.
Yeah.
Okay.
You should be able to climb the rope, no problem.
I like this
We're gonna trust
plan.
that.
Would you like to communicate it to your friend and get confirmation with him while Nimbus slides away to relieve himself?
Sneaky.
Anyway,
We put that in the.
do you want to have this whole
weapon, thank you.
conversation? We can.
So I was dipping in and out of that conversation mentally as the DM.
Okay.
I'm gonna need a minor rehashing, but
Okay.
can be done through a conversation.
All right. Okay.
You gonna say his name?
Give me a minute. This. Fred,
Yes.
if you'd like to remain safe with me, I may need a favor.
I knew there was a catch.
Well, I would like you to scout ahead to ensure where we are going is safe. I believe you're small enough not to have to put yourself in any immediate danger by doing so.
Okay. Define safe.
Do you see the tower up there?
Yeah.
Okay. We need to ensure that it is safe to scale. So, I would need you to go to the top of the tower. I'll send you either with an item of something you can carry, or you can knock something off the tower to indicate to me and others that it is safe to scale on top of. Whenever, if there is someone up there, whenever they are unawares, that would be a potential time to signal that it is safe. At that point, I plan to move one of our allies up to the top so he can potentially take care of any threat that poses up there. At which point I will rejoin you.
Start slowly nodding. What happens if it's not safe for me?
If it's not safe for you, you can simply retreat.
Okay.
Self-preservation.
Okay.
Mm.
If I do this, I get more of the fruit from the lady.
Fan of fruit, are we?
Sweet things, yes.
Ah, you might like her candies then.
What's candy?
Ooh. I think you'll enjoy more things than you think. Just by being in our presence. maybe instead of the risk of this being unsafe and you retreating, I could talk to Winifred about sharing said candies with you.
Both.
Both? You want both?
Yes. Self-preservation.
Ah, well,
And
this is
fruit.
Fruit. So you want a candy and a fruit.
I want food and the ability to be self-preservative. Because if you're asking me, I'm not going to go on a suicide mission.
I wouldn't ask it of you.
You need a squad for that.
It's true.
I do not wish to put somebody I hope to be friends with in danger, of course. I do believe you are small enough to go undetected.
Okay. Can I retreat if it's still dangerous?
If necessary.
And get candy when I'm done? Or fruit or whatever?
Fruit, I shall negotiate. Candy, upon success.
I suppose so. Consider it a deal. And he hops off your shoulder and skitter.
Whoa, whoa. She said I'm either going to give you an item or you can knock something off.
Yeah, we did discuss that.
Yeah.
So the question is, do we believe there's something on the top of the tower for him to knock off? And I'm going to assume not. What do we have? I
Let's
was-
skip a pebble.
We could
Okay,
just...
he's apparently saying, I don't care, I'm just going to leave. That's what the DM is saying.
You're just saying you don't care anybody?
Jumped off and started skittering. You could try and stop him. Call him
no.
back.
I'll blow the whistle.
He stops.
I
You
believe I...
see an inhale and an exhale and he turns around. He turns his head back.
I think you forgot the part about needing something to be able to throw off the tower.
He looks at you. Reaches to the side. Pebble.
Clever.
At this point, Nimbus
And
comes back.
we did not understand any of that conversation, for the record.
None.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nimbus knows better by now.
May I go now?
Yeah, understood.
The only reason I jumped in was as the player, not as the
Player,
character.
Yeah.
Yes.
Understood.
Nimbus
May
and
I go
Madison
now?
is acutely aware of this by now.
You may proceed.
So,
Skitter clunk, skitter clunk, skitter clunk.
so is he skittering off now?
He's
Yes.
skittering off the top of the tower with a pebble in mouth, I'm assuming. Or in
Quick-
He's
claw.
not disdainful.
Quick thing. Let's discuss worst case scenario. Things. There's somebody's discovered. I'm thinking that we have more defensible options in the tunnel. Also, if we're being very aggressive, Eritrea and I can run off in one direction. You can attempt to climb one of the opposite towers.
The worst case scenario is you get discovered and they attempt to capture you, in which case Winifred and I are probably going to need to come through the front door.
That is probably harder than just getting on the tower itself.
Potentially, also potentially faster.
Oh. Yeah, you guys are good at melting things. Oh, this is a random, but what does the door look like?
That is a good question.
Is it wooden?
It's hard to tell at this distance, but it seems to be roughly of the same color, texture, just general makeup as the rest of the wall.
Makes sense.
And the wall is...
Stone. Stonework.
It's made of moss.
It could have been made of wood, I don't know.
It's just
Yeah, wood's unlikely in this underground.
I can hope.
I know,
I
have
can
dreams. Okay. Well, Nimbus turns to the others, and you see, he puts his hand out and says, gosh, what would we call our team? We haven't discussed what our team would be. He'll just say, "Go team."
How about not making extra noise?
We are hundreds of feet away.
This is true.
Don't leave us hanging, Eritrea. Don't leave us hanging, Gia. We will stay here all night.
No, we won't.
We have a job to do.
And a limited time until we get there. No.
I'll put my staff in my other hand.
Roll my eyes very fervently.
Whatever gets this done.
Throw my bow into my other hand.
Whatever gets this done faster.
He's already ran off, guys. We need to get him moving.
Go.
Oh yeah.
You feel the power of the magic of friendship flowing through your hands.
+2 to all rolls.
+2 -2. Let's go.
The power of friendship
Just,
clears the fog
just to
of war.
confirm a couple things. Disguised.
Uh-huh.
Have the badge. Have the rapier
Have the hair.
and the hair and one of the fancy knives.
Okay, you're only taking one?
Because he's got fancy knife and rapier.
Let's be speedy with this execution. Because I
Tempted
have
to
to
take
get
one
going
myself.
soon.
Considering
Hey,
it's dex related.
What we're going to do is we're going to try and clear this first tower first, and then we'll call it at that point.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm content with this.
Because we are...
It is 1:30 in the
Yep.
a.m.
I'm
Yeah.
going to allow it.
I hate it, but sure.
Sorry. Tune in
Oh,
next time.
ending. Okay. For a moment, I thought you're like, my strategy will not satisfy.
No, I don't like stopping in the middle.
This feels like it could go on for easily a couple more hours. So.
I don't have 2 more hours in me.
Yeah, here's the
So-
thing, right?
You're all
I may need to go, but that doesn't mean you all need to stop.
May I
It
offer
does.
you your own Dr. Pepper?
I'm not doing that to myself again.
In the words of the ancestor, weakness.
Okay. I am a city-dwelling civilian. I am weak.
You're on
I'm willing to admit I'm a sap for
cleric. Please,
Look.
EP.
I'm a suburbanite and I can last till way
Yeah.
into the wee hours in the morning.
I am a sub for
You and I are not the same.
Yeah, here's the thing, right?
I need to function.
could
So?
go.
My bed beckons to me.
I could go into
Let's
like,
just do
let's
it.
get
Let's
rolling.
Let's get rolling.
Just keep going.
So,
You can all
Fred.
talk about how weak you are later.
Fred is climbed up. He's there. Are you waiting like over by that, or are you waiting to hear the clatter of the stone before you approach?
I think the wall's too far away for us to hear it if we don't approach now.
Yeah. So you're both approaching the two
Yeah, we're
of you?
approaching the
Oh,
wall.
and for what it's worth,
Stealth.
I think you should do the same.
oh my gosh, 24.
Nice. Incredible.
Can you imagine?
Well, I guess we're going through the front door after all.
And I'd be like, I'm so stealthy.
Yeah.
if you rolled a nat 1 and you burst open the front door and all are
14.
planning with the waist, I would have killed you in real life.
Well, then we default to the prisoner plan.
Yep. Okay.
This would suck if all that planning was just like, when we're all out.
I mean, it's possible.
You are so lucky.
Because Eritrea didn't roll well.
Thank you. Thank you.
Dang it, Derek, you hurt me. What? I can't say.
Wait a minute.
Please tell me the
wait a minute.
13.
You can't see it. It's a 1.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Wait, it's a nat 1?
It's a nat 1.
Dude.
I expect you to honor that.
They're not that one scout archer
Which
person
means-
isn't gonna see y'all's approach.
I
Okay.
feel like that should also make Fred super safe.
Fred is adequately safe.
Okay. Alright, let's get
See, he didn't require a stealth roll because he's too tiny and he.
No,
yeah.
he doesn't, but if he felt like his safety was threatened, he may flee, and I want to clarify.
Fair.
He's a flaky
I
threat.
whisper to Eritrea behind me, single file as close as possible, right behind me.
I'll take any
I don't
cover.
know where you are. I can't see you.
I'll take any cover I can get.
Well, I mean,
Cool.
I'm stealthing for them, not for
That
her.
I know.
Okay.
Um,
She's She's like, I'm lost. I'm going back.
How far
I'm
are
just
we?
like,
how
I'm
far are
gonna,
we
like,
from the tower?
Y'all are bigger than me, so I
About
can
100
literally
yards.
just hide
We're 100
behind
yards
you
away?
all.
Thereabouts.
They are or we?
We just get
Y'all.
in one uniform.
100 yards.
Yeah, 100 yards. You.
Yes.
Okay.
And then air trail.
Oh, man, I
And then GA just crouching behind all of
They
us.
can see how far out? 120?
Yes.
Okay, so y'all could get within.
Just stay along the wall and
rewind a little bit. Sorry. Is me messaging you part of the plan or not?
Can I make light? Okay, let's say I'll take a match with me. I'll spark it just on the edge of the corner,
Mm-hmm.
and if you see a little match, you can message me.
Okay. Then so if we want it to be part of the plan, I have to be going with you guys. I have to be following you guys.
Why don't you? Oh wait, your vision.
I can see because the area is lit
Okay.
dimly, but it's lit.
Why don't you approach from the absolute corner of that tower,
Okay.
so that you have minimal.
There's more shadow over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Then I'll go to as they're running that way or sneaking that way. I'll sneak the other way, but I'm behind. I'm further behind them.
So as they're coming this way, you're coming more like that position,
Winifred should be with
or are you further back this way with them?
Oh, are we coming from that direction?
So you're kind of coming from the tunnel, which leads up towards the center, but you're cutting over to the right. Because I imagine you're going after the solitary.
So
one,
yeah,
right?
and my thinking is, you said there's a large cavern right around the area. It's not just tunnel, wall.
Correct.
No,
So
but
there's
this-
like
I thought you
hundreds
said
of
this-
feet in between.
I thought you said this thing was on the wall, this side, or was that this side?
So it's about 50 yards to the wall on this side.
Okay.
That's 150 feet. I would just say hug the rock wall, not the city wall, and approach from the corner. Try to and look for a little bit of light on the corner, and we'll only do that once both of us are safely up there.
I will try and be in as much shadow as possible while while only being 120 feet away from the tower.
And please put a cloak around her plate armor.
Yeah, that would be a little bit quirky.
Don't want it twinkling. So are you going to get within 120 feet after he's up there, or...
After he's up.
Okay, but you're going to stay outside of 120 until that
Until
occurs.
then.
Okay, that makes sense.
And I'm trying to stay in as much shadow as possible
That can be arranged.
to help stealth checks.
Yeah, it can be arranged.
Okay.
Alright, well, y'all two have already rolled your stealth checks. We'll just roll y'all.
Me
Are we at the wall? Or at the
Well, I mean, sorry, we're going to roll with the two of you and just
Okay.
move forward
So
there.
us
We'll just
two
we'll
until
resolve the other two of you later.
Okay. So for
So
now,
you approach.
for now we can say that
Ideally-
we're all four moving.
If we've wiped
Yeah.
out the people on the tower, there won't be any stealth checks. for
Exactly.
them.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So at the moment we're all moving.
Yes.
Okay.
Great. Everyone's in motion.
Hooray.
So Fred.
Fred, he's already up there. He's just waiting, chilling.
Okay.
Y'all already rolled.
Okay. He's intelligent enough to know to wait until y'all are there to give the signal.
Great.
Because he got there significantly before y'all did. If he rolled lower than this, he would have dropped Pebble. I'm like,
Well,
where are these guys? Where are these chuckleheads?
Okay.
No, so he waits for y'all to be down there. He kind of glances
He's
down,
intelligent enough and not rude enough.
He gave us the
drops
signal.
the pebble.
He is enough.
I don't know if I'd go that far. I just think he has his own advantages to the situation.
He is enough of an acquaintance to understand he benefits from this.
But
Right.
Yes.
just for
That's my point.
clarity, he gave us the signal.
You drop Pebble.
Okay. I go ahead and pull out both of my rapiers, and then just kind of.
Wait, both rapiers? Or the rapier and the death knife?
Well, they're both. Oh. Because
Aren't you masquerading with the Drow's rapier?
does it look that different from the one that I have?
It's
Yeah.
a different.
It makes sense.
It's made of a different type of metal. It's of a different color, different workmanship.
It makes sense. Okay, then
It was one.
then the new rapier and the new knife. Then.
Okay.
I
I imagine you probably would have left all of your separate gear in like a pack with the Gia so that he can bring it up to you once you're in. If you wanted to continue using it, or you're just wearing it on your back.
that's totally something that I was thinking of.
I feel like we should have been.
Okay,
I don't
we
think-
talked
I
about
don't-
you being disguised. We'll
I don't need to
fold it
bring that
into
up
the.
now. I'll bring that up later.
We'll fold it into the subtext.
Yeah.
I tap Eritrea on the shoulder and just kind of hold out my arm.
And then at that point, I will visualize the spot at least 5 feet away from Fred.
Okay.
Please, over the wall.
Over the wall. On the top. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to reach out, touch you,
Touch space.
and use my spring. I believe it's spring.
You hear me say, "Wish me luck."
Use my spring phase step to teleport him where I specify.
Cool.
Okay.
Alright, Drake, can you pop his miniature right up on there?
Actually, I'm a
Should
bit
we pop
closer.
her miniature over there as well, just
Yeah.
on the side?
So
So throw Nimbus there, and throw Eritrea right down there on that border.
right here.
Yes. And for the purposes of kicks and giggles,
Oh.
that's where Fred is.
I was about to say, did you actually print a mini of Fred?
I did not have the time for that. That'd be cool though. I doubt there's an STL for a jointer.
Make one out of twine.
If I find it.
If you find it, send it to me and I'll print it.
Noted.
Cool. So you're there. Drow currently has its back turned. For the purposes of this, roll me a dexterity save to maintain stealth as you go through the teleportation. DC is 8. You're just making sure that you don't like lose your footing as you.
That you reappear stealthily.
Yeah, you can reappear stealthily
Okay. Do I
because you're stepping between.
It is your first
places.
experience being in this circumstance, so therefore you may not be completely
Okay,
wits about you, basically.
you said Dex.
Dex save.
So do I add my Dex modifier?
You'll add your
If
save
If
modifier.
you're proficient
Oh,
in
then 16.
dex saves.
16. You're golden.
Awesome.
You're sure-footed on the landing.
Do I look either way? Is there anybody immediately next to me?
No, just the one.
In that case, I go.
Wait, just the one meaning that one or Fred?
Just this one.
The one
Okay.
enemy.
I do,
Oh, that's what you mean. But yes, Fred is far enough away.
I do a
If
little
you move
stick
up,
to
if you
It's-
move up one
Best
to be in
five-
melee,
5 feet away.
you do get swashbuckler. If that's what you're asking.
If I what?
No,
If
there's-
you move up
there's-
5 feet to be in melee, you get swashbuckler. If that's what you're asking.
That wasn't. I think he just wanted to know if there was anybody around him.
Oh no, there's no one else up there.
Except for that
It's just
enemy
one guy.
Just the one guy
in front.
and Fred.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Pretty much just have to do it, don't I? Okay.
Cash money if you did.
Sorry, 1 second here. I gotta do my enemy glasses.
You gotta hope
That's
that you can manage to
that's
kill
instant
him before he
transmission.
screams, though.
That's a transmission.
Where is the stairs on the
Oh,
top
yeah.
of the?
Well, it's not here.
Going down
It's
that
been a
way.
hot minute since I've seen past
So
places
you're right
like
now
that.
teleported in at the top of the stairs, basically. So immediately to your right are the stairs down
It's in the middle.
into the keep.
Probably right.
Okay.
I just don't know.
I'm going to. We're not in combat. Okay, so I can do this. I'm going to position myself so that I'm walking from the direction of the stairs, just in case he turns around.
Okay, well you're already there.
Okay. I'm going to. I have both my weapons drawn. Dang it, my poison weapon.
That'd be useful.
And I said I just have the 2 weapons, right?
That is correct.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm
question. Roll me an intelligence check. I'm gonna allow us to retcon this. If you roll above a 12.
It's not a
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
add intelligence mod though.
It's not above a 12.
Okay. Are you sure?
You can pretend.
I'm not a smart.
Yeah.
You could lie.
Nimbus is really excited
That
about.
would be very smart.
Nimbus is really excited about what's going on.
It's cool.
He's playing the
new
role of a
knife.
lifetime.
Surely Nimbus
And he's-
gets to attack twice though.
He's
He does.
making. He's making all his.
He's got
All
attack,
his energy is on staying as quiet as possible as he tiptoes towards this
attack
guy.
action, bonus action attack.
Yeah. So,
I
so Nimbus,
go
I'll
for
say
it.
you're only hidden for the first one though.
So Nimbus can stab and simultaneously wrap his arm around the guy's mouth and then stab with the knife.
I
Nimbus could push him
Full
off,
body
making as
letter.
much noise as possible.
Yeah, let him just Wilhelm scream. That's fine.
Yeah, it would be funny.
No.
no.
Funny for me.
He'll scream if he goes over the side.
That's what he was
That's
saying.
exactly what I'm saying would be hilarious.
Yeah, I disagree.
You know, I'm just gonna go for it.
Cool.
You should.
Make weapon attack with the rapier, unless you're gonna start with the death knife.
No way.
Cool.
I believe you have advantage.
You have advantage because you're hidden.
I love you, dice.
You should just crit.
Just be a legend.
It would be really awesome if you did.
No.
So it's an unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20 does hit. Roll damage for the rapier with sneak.
There's nothing special about the captain's rapier, is there?
It looks cool.
Looks cool.
Makes you feel powerful.
Yeah.
I think you rolled.
Oh,
the
that's
wrong-
a D20.
Yeah, I think you rolled your d20.
No, it's okay. Pretend that was the damage.
There's one other approach to this, but
Oh, that's good.
I'm going to risk it.
Okay.
It's 16.
That was just your first attack, right? That's not cumulative.
That's my
No,
first.
it's first attack.
Okay.
Thank the
So you
Lord.
thrust it through his chest and he inhales deeply.
And immediately you stab him with a second attack.
Okay. Second. Okay, knife across the throat.
Sever the bow.
Yeah, you gotta roll to attack again though.
Come around to twist
I
with that
can't-
second attack.
Drop this, you got this.
Yeah.
Do I?
This one's not advantage.
No.
I believe in you.
Yeah.
I'm hoping.
I am wrong.
Okay. It's an 11.
Fortunately for you, he only had 16 hit points.
No, that's the attack.
No, it's 11 to hit.
16 total.
Oh, so he's dead. Oh, praise God.
Why'd you let me attack again?
I wanted to see it. I wanted there to be rule of cool. I wanted to see you get your 1-2, but
Okay.
but so
I-
you go for an attack that you're used to doing for that circle around, but he's by the time he inhales.
He just died in your arms tonight.
Must have been something.
Okay. Okay.
I love it.
He just slumps. So as you go, you miss. You catch him on the side of a head protection, but yeah.
Peak reference.
Okay.
Part one.
Okay. I grab his body.
Uh-huh.
I drag him over to the side
Like what? Here.
to where I just came up from.
Okay, so here.
I
Push
am
him over?
not. I am not tossing him over.
Mm-hmm.
Take his hand and wave to Eritrea.
Reach over and just wave over the side
Mm-hmm.
and just.
Motion.
Have you
Yeah.
dropped the rope yet?
Oh yeah, you're not Misty stepping.
No.
What's the best way to do this? How big is this guy?
Your size? Maybe a little smaller?
Okay.
You can secure.
I wrap the rope around him,
Mhm.
and I kind of sit on him and hold on to the rope, and wave over the side.
Ah.
There's no like.
Use his anchor.
Real
There's
question.
no like.
No like railing.
There's
near-
probably something you could try and
There's
tie
no
it
like
to.
railing near the
Parapets?
stairway.
There's no parapets that he can just tie the rope around.
It's not a smooth top, so you could tie it around a parapet.
I'll do it.
Unless he wants to use the corpse and give it some more purpose and death.
No, that's okay.
He served his purpose.
Uh,
Dying.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
as,
also not enough mass there for Gia to climb up with.
Probably not.
oh, you know what though? It
I'm
might.
not dogpiling on this thing.
You know, it might be helpful though if I assist with this. So what I'll do is I'll tie it around the parapet, wait for her to give a little yank on the rope, and then as she holds on, I'll start pulling her up on the rope as well to speed up the process.
Okay. I'm going to require athletics check from you because you're going to be fighting a lot of forces. More than anyone climbing up is because you're also having to overcome the friction over the side of the wall.
Okay. I'm not getting any full.
And I'm going to have you roll intelligence as well, real quick.
Okay.
Wait, what's happening?
I'm
bunch
doing
of things.
2 rolls?
He's rolling
Roll intelligence first,
to know
and
how
then I
to
will
do it,
give you
and then
information
he's gonna
accordingly.
roll athletics to actually be able to perform said action.
Okay, well,
Just be like.
At least my understanding.
oh, it's just flat intelligence.
Yeah.
That's
Still
only.
good.
It's only 8
Only 8.
total.
I feel like I can roll a scale either way though.
Yeah, okay. Roll athletics.
Don't scare me
Okay, 22.
22? Okay, you're able to help speed her up and drag the rope across the rough stone surface.
And it probably looks really cool. You like do the foot thing and run up the side.
Not quite that degree, but
We probably shouldn't have run up the side. We're still trying to climb.
Sure.
yes. Yeah, she comes up. The rope looks a little more frayed as she comes up over the edge, as you're dragging it along the stone. But you're both up there.
When she's up there, I point to the guy, disguise.
I guess at that point, then I'm going to get Fred back up onto my shoulder, approach the person that we've just killed, and proceed to scalp them. 'Cause, yeah, that's a thing I do.
Cool.
And
Do you guys want another disguise?
sure, why not? It'll fit
We
me.
have 2 elves in the party.
And did we grab more than one set of these
No.
others? We did not.
I mean, you can disguise as the guard that I just killed.
I understand that. I was
Yeah, are
trying
you gonna-
not to
are you gonna
not
turn
to
around?
change.
Oh, I actually I thought of this, and
I was
Nimbus is like, oh wait on the stairs, go ahead.
Or she
no.
can change it.
See, that's not how this works. You're going to stay out here, and I'm going to go in the stairwell
Yeah.
where there's more cover.
Right.
Please
Where-
and thank you.
I mean, we haven't cleared the tower yet.
No. But do you think I want Gia potentially walking within range of being able to see me? Or any of our other allies? Let alone somebody who is nearby, considering these are... they seem to have decent dark vision themselves.
I just thought it might be helpful to have a sword in case somebody walks around a corner
And I've got a sword myself.
while you're changing.
Wow. I can't talk because I'm not
I'm
there.
just I don't think anyone is going to look, and I
wouldn't know if they did.
you can, if you like, you can lay down on the floor if that makes you feel better while you change.
Why are you making...
I don't think it does.
Why are you making this more uncomfortable than it needs to
Above
be?
and
Nimbus,
I'm going to, at this
See-
point, throw my finger in
So,
front of him and talk to Fred.
I'm gonna ask this real quick, and he has a above board question. Go ahead,
Yeah.
and then I'll take a turn.
Can you not just scout out that the stairs are clear for her to just go down and change first?
Also,
I can.
This is not me getting on you. This is me trying to
I'm
hurry
going
us
to
along.
finish this roleplay. I'm going to throw my finger right here in front of him, and I'm going to look at Fred and say, "Can you go check the stairwell, please?"
More fruit.
Fine.
Jump. Skitter.
Comes back eventually.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Doors are closed.
Is there, and I
Is-
say this semi-sarcastically, is there anything I can do to make you more comfortable, Eritrea? In this life or death situation?
Everything but.
So I'm gonna ask you this: are you still trying
You can
to?
also get naked, make it even.
You know, honestly,
Oh boy.
honestly, that would be more mendable. What's happening?
It's fine.
I'll hold up
Ladies have seen Nimbus naked it's fine.
What non-existent sheet do you want to use, Nimbus?
I'm just like, this is so weird.
I should.
Nimbus is, I mean, at this point,
So-
Nimbus is feeling awkward.
I'm
Look,
gonna
I
ask
get that
the
you've been
question.
married twice. I haven't.
I
Go
should,
away.
I should totally be able to start next session with inspiration.
I think that's fair.
I think that's
I think that's
that's absolutely fair.
I think that's fair.
If anything,
Um,
like I'm sitting here imagining if Gia was there, I'd be like, "Can I have your cloak?" And I would have changed under the cloak.
So this begs the question. This is a detail I probably should have mentioned. Inside the keep
Oh, good.
is lit.
Like it's a great party or what?
Sure. Are you still planning on getting into a disguise when you are very clearly of a very different complexion
Oh, so
of
hold on.
these drow?
Hold on. You said
The
it was,
point of the disguise up to this point worked because you were so far away.
So you said
Under
To where
better lighting circumstances
So,
and much closer ranges,
so
they're going to know that you are very clearly not a drow simply based on your skin tone.
Can we?
Uh,
are there
Do we-
windows in the walls? No. So like how? So I'm thank you for telling us it's lit. How do we know it's lit inside?
Staircase.
so
Okay.
my thought process
Mhm.
was at least I don't know where everybody else was at because I don't think we
What if we
strategized
need
this far
some
ahead.
water?
I was assuming that we would
Oh,
potentially
Oh no, I'm just
be
chilling.
transversing
Appreciate it.
across this wall to take out the other tower. And if 60 feet is my dark vision and I can easily bow and arrow this nonsense, potentially, to take them out, would they be able to recognize my complexion at 60 feet?
Once you get within 120 feet, yes, because these people see in dim light as though it were bright light.
Oh.
And they can see in that dim light that covers this entire castle, really as soon as you get past this parapet.
Would you, okay, this is Nimbus. Would maybe both of us step down the steps real quickly? And we're out of sight of the other towers. I can guard the steps, and you could change behind me or something.
That's potentially what's happening. It's just the fact of
So,
whether the
For
disguise.
what it is worth,
It's the question of whether the disguise is useful or not.
At a moderate to long distance, I think it would be useful. It might be, there might be a split second delay where they see.
The only reason I'm saying I'm not potentially, not to toward it, but
Sure.
why it might not be useful is the fact that they have twice the dark vision range that we have, so they're going to see us coming no matter how, before we see them coming. And we can't necessarily see any of these other two.
so you can see them in dim light,
In
but
dim
it's
light.
very, very
If-
faint.
If we have hoods and sleeves.
If we have hoods and sleeves, that's potentially a possibility,
So,
but
I'm gonna say this. At this range, they can see you as best as you can see them. As soon as you get any closer than you are now, they see you as though it were bright light.
that's what I figured.
So as soon as you step inside that 120 foot range, they'll see you. Half a beat goes by.
Exactly.
That's weird. I'ma shoot.
That's the thing we're talking about though. Like that little split second, that little delay, it might give us a small edge if we're just rounding a corner, or if they're looking at us from a distance.
I mean,
I-
I'm absolutely up for the disguise.
I think you missed the last thing he said, which was that's suspicious. I'm gonna shoot.
It's essentially that
If we're in our plain clothes,
Well, no,
there is
that
no split second. I
that's, so
think
that
is
was
what
just
he's
for
saying.
plain clothes.
Even under disguise.
That's what I'm getting at.
Once they can see you in good lighting for their dark vision,
Yeah, basically,
it's
if you
a
are,
half second of like, that's weird. I'ma shoot it.
yeah, if
Well,
you're
there is
ever 120 feet or closer, you're getting shot. Is what he's
well,
saying.
let's just. I mean, if we have
And seen. That's the
Sure,
key.
yeah,
let's just say, like, if we have a good hood on, if we have long sleeves, we can mitigate some of the risk. It's cold, so I imagine they're wearing
You haven't seen any of them wear hoods.
sleeves.
Their leather armor is sleeved, yeah.
Hoods, maybe it's new
There's
fashion.
also the, not to be pointing out the obvious, I am not an elf, and my ears would be a dead giveaway.
More reason to wear a hood.
Yeah, which doesn't exist within their armor class, as of what I'm hearing, or within the level.
Not within their armor set that they're wearing
So,
now.
and if it was any other color than black, I'm assuming it's going to be suspicious in general.
Is this like a fate fighting against this thing, or like?
I didn't design them with hoods. Sorry.
Are you saying like hoods are completely unknown to them?
They don't
In
know them. They're just not wearing them.
In a cold society where they live underground, they don't want some sort of headwear to keep themselves warm.
Some of them have helmets on.
Helmets. That's. There you go.
Do we have a helmet?
Sorry.
All right. They'll probably have an armory or something in this tower. They have guards. We can find it.
I'm willing to change in the armor. This is not a question. I will change in the armor. That's absolutely fine. Black armor, blue. I'm okay with this.
Yes.
I mean leather.
Yeah. It's not going to be a change in terms of weight or anything or that. For me.
Heck.
I will change.
Just
into
an
the
appearance change.
Heck, Nimbus. I mean, I'm already feeling like 20% sexier in this leather. So like.
Well, you can also feel 50% or actually 100% more shot at if you get 120 feet or closer.
Basically, he's saying there is no delay that's going to be caused by our disguise as a.
There's a split second of delay, but beyond
Okay.
that, nothing more than that.
Okay,
Yes.
I'll take a split second.
Yeah.
That's
Which, as far as a turn is considered, they look at you, and they still shoot you.
Okay,
Yeah.
but can
They get visual confirmation. As soon as they have visual confirmation,
understood.
they're gonna shoot.
By the time they have visual confirmation, can I shoot?
Consternation.
That too.
That's
And that's not me fighting. That's not me fighting you. That's me trying to tell you. The DM is telling you
I've got
don't
the
get
range for it.
don't get within 120 feet of them.
I mean, we stay hidden. We don't try to just blatantly walk out in the streets. But it sounds
Potential
Like
options are also just be this weird. Obviously, I feel like this would put me rolling a disadvantage because I am only able to see dim light. But I do have 150 range on my bow. I can just shoot from where we are.
That's alarms ringing out immediately.
I understand. I'm just throwing out the idea.
Gonna be honest. The other thing is, you don't have the insane burst damage that Nimbus does. And I'm just saying this as a DM.
Mhm.
There is actually a moderate chance that you're not able to one-shot this guy, even if you do land your attack.
Okay.
And the alarms go up.
Okay. This is all
Even with Zephyr Strike.
This is all beyond the tower talk.
Yeah.
We have secured a foothold.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
We need to get.
It's time to call the others.
Yes.
Would you like to
I'm good.
potentially change before?
I'm going to change into the other outfit beforehand. I'll go into the stairwell.
All right.
Turn your back.
So it's possible you can change while he's calling the others over.
There we go. You could call the others over.
All right.
I'll have Fred watch guard, and I'm going
And
to
bite
change.
anyone who comes down.
All right.
Yes, please, or scream, Sylvan.
By all means. I will light a little match. I'll hold it low against the side so that there's no profile
Mm-hmm.
to the other towers. And if you like,
Here, can I see it?
Yep.
Okay. Then I guess I'm gonna get within 120 feet of them.
Mm-hmm. Staying obscured by the.
Yep. Trying to stay in as much
Keep.
darkness as possible.
Mhm.
Um,
Have you lowered the rope back down?
I'll do that once I talk with him.
and I'm gonna message to Nimbus. All clear.
Top floor is clear.
That's it. So you're not gonna hear any of the rest of this. I'm gonna look to Winifred this time. All right. Let's. So I guess we're gonna make our way to the rope, to the tower, to the base.
Correct.
Cool.
So
And once they come over, Eritrea, are you finished by now?
Mm-hmm.
I'll probably need your assistance with this. Let's make sure that the rope is secured well, because I am not lifting up Gia.
I can lift myself.
Agreed.
Yeah, I can't Josh Groban this for you.
I need you to Bruno Mars for me at some point. Just catch
magic grenade. Anyway, we'll make sure it's secure. I do
Loving it.
lean over and look down at him, and I just say, one at a time. I like motion for
I'll go up first.
Okay. Cool. You're able to climb up the rope.
Alright, so I'm up, and then I'll try and help Winifred up.
Yeah.
Cool. Which is able to get up just fine.
Cool. Yippee.
Gang's all together.
Gang's all here.
Hey.
Okay. Is there more tower to clear? Or are we done?
Nope. The
That
tower's
seems
clear.
like- I was
And
just-
as has been dictated by Fred, that the bottom section of this is clear. Which, for what it's worth, I will reveal to you. Wow.
There's
The
one person in this tower.
bottom of the tower.
I'm looking
Yeah,
at
it's a
Yeah.
watchtower.
Also, at this point, I would like to negotiate with Winifred
Oh.
to procure a piece of candy and 2 fruit.
Winifred will provide said piece of candy and say gift in Sylvan.
Roll performance.
It's not a
Oh, yeah.
gift. He earned it.
Your honor.
That's true.
She
True,
wished.
but
She wishes.
Winifred would say gift anyway.
She
doesn't-
also true.
She so would.
Also true.
That's cocked. Let's try that again. 17.
17. Aced it.
Hooray.
Well, y'all all make it down into the base of the tower, and you are presented with 2 doors one way and 1 door another way.
Any
With
good stuff revealed?
Interesting markings on it. And that is where we will end it for this evening.
What has markings on
The
it?
single door.
The single door has
The
markings.
single
on
door
it?
has markings. They appear to
Surely,
be arcane in origin.
surely I can read it.
To be determined.
Surely next
That's
session
an art.
Winifred will
But
be
that's
here, right?
another-
Surely she will.
Yay.
I'm making sure that even if I have to kidnap her for it.
Base.
If they're not, if it's written in a language other than the language that I heard them speaking, tilted.
If,
Welcome.
I mean, valid.
So I'm just saying.
if we're talking about kidnapping, I would like the word allegedly used afterwards.
Oh,
so that,
allegedly kidnapping.
that way I could at least fading her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plausible deniability.
Thank you.
In this place where everybody speaks under common, the words on the wall are written in giant.
So, with that.